Was you trying to make me cry in front of everybody, man?
Yeah, that's the point.
One word of advice. Buying TV, don't spend it on Hooker.
Super Russ. I'm the last character on my Justice League team with these four babes. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 50 of It's Simply Super. And my camera went out because my internet says it can't connect it. What the crap?
Oh, just in time.
There we go. My internet said connectivity problems.
Yeah, I didn't know.
50th episode.
I didn't know. In my stream before, was it clear? Because Sarah was saying it was blurry on her when she was watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching on my phone, so it looked pretty clear on there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues when I saw it earlier.
Okay, yeah, because a couple of streams I've done, like, it looks terrible, and it's embarrassing. I was like, I don't want it to look like this. What's happening? That's right. We got guests today.
So, welcome, Fanboy Prime, to the show for the first time ever.
Russ, I was hoping you were going to be in the suit that you had on the thumbnail, because I was like, man, that suit's really, really tight. You looked really, really tight, squeezed into that suit, and then you had the big old head. And I was like, man, if he could deliver that for the show, that's going to be like high quality content.
It's actually the first thing I thought when
when
Russ
I don't
appeared
have
on the
a
screen. I was like,
tux.
oh, we should have worn suits.
I should have just wore like
You made my head.
my Superman shirt with a tie around it or something.
I'm throwing you guys off. I'm sorry. You guys are like talking over each. I'm sorry. I'm throwing you guys off. Like I'm ruining the chemistry of the show.
Oh no, man.
It's just
the
the
whole
hangout,
point
man.
of the 50th
We're
episode
just
is to bring guests on, man.
Yeah, so we're just hanging out. I don't have a time limit. Normally we go for an hour. I've got the day off. I'm having a drink. It's only midday, so I'm good to go for a couple of hours, I think.
I've got about 5 hours left on my my StreamYard time limit since I did that 12-hour rerun stream.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
yeah. Everybody was in the chat, kind of thinking you guys were running live shows at that point. I remember.
Yeah,
I was sitting there.
Yeah.
I
jumped in and I saw some
all
comments.
Of a sudden be wearing something different.
He didn't even tell me he was doing that. That's why, I saw, I was like, "What is this?" I didn't know what it was. And then I clicked and I was like, "Oh."
Well, I tagged you in the. I didn't know I was going to do it until I was just sitting there and I was thinking, if I can figure out how to share screen on the playlist, I might potentially get a lot of hours.
It's actually a good. I was like, "That's pretty good idea." Like, I was thinking I could do that, because I'm so close to my 4,000 hours, right? So I was like, I could do that, play the Nerds Day Out playlist and just have all the episodes play and people just tune in and watch what they want to watch.
That would be good, man. That worked. I got around 70 hours out of it altogether.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. That's good. It's good. Yeah, I tuned in
I'm
and
still
watched a bit of it.
2,000 hours short of monetization, but
Dude, I was 7 hours short the other day. So 2 days ago, I was on 39.93, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "I guarantee you that would drop." And now I'm down to 39.82. So the hours are like subs, mate. They just keep going up and down.
yeah, it's such a pain to try to hit those hours, man. Really, it's like
Gary B.
And YouTube only processes 12 hours at a time.
Not
the
even
stream
that,
actually
man.
ran for a little over 13 hours, but when YouTube processed it, it was just under 12. So I got knocked out of an hour.
See, I don't have to worry about any of those problems. I'm a low man on the totem pole.
We shouldn't have to worry about that stuff. It's just so. I think it's in our head sometimes. I'm so close. I just want to tick that box, and then I don't have to think about it anymore.
No, I feel you. If I was that close, I'd be on edge about it. I'd be frustrated.
Well, if they ran on lifetime hours, I would be good, but they don't.
Well, then everyone would be monetized, man, eventually.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? No, it's gone. But Gary B the other day, he was saying to me that he was only 50 hours away. This was 2-3 days ago, and then he's hit 4,000 already. He just said today, he goes, I hit my 4,000. Like, damn, what's wrong with me? I thought people liked my content.
It's crazy, man. Like, I've been at this for like almost 5.5 years now, and I still can't get that monetization, man.
Yeah, but you got to remember your what I was going to say before is so many channels hit 4,000 hours before they hit 1,000 subs. Yeah. And I think it's because they have a regular live, like they do 1 or 2 live streams a week that go for an hour or 2, and all those hours add up so much easier. So, man, I've done I think I've done 13 live streams in the last like bit over 2 weeks. So and I never used to. I used to do a live stream once every month, if that. It really does help. So that's why.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we started this show because I said to Russ, I was like, if you need hours, maybe we should do a weekly show on your channel, and that will help. And then you also started doing a lot on your own, Russ, which...
Yeah, I started live streaming a lot the past year and a half. I've been doing a lot of gameplay streams that typically get me around 10, 11 hours per stream.
But you got to remember, Russ,
chipping away at it again.
You also stopped doing content for a while. So when you stopped doing content, all those live streams you did over a year ago...
I stopped for 2 weeks. It's supposed to carry over for a whole year. I took a 2-week break.
Well, that's why, I was like, how come? Because I've been doing so many live streams, how did I drop in hours? And then Sarah looked back and she was like, well, you did a live stream on New Year's Day. You did a live stream on Christmas, and I had all these live streams I did a year ago as well. So the hours for that were obviously dropping off.
Yeah.
So
the closest I got, the most I got at one time was 2,400 hours, and then it started losing big chunks at a time, and then it went back under. It went down to 1,800. Now I got it back up close to 2,000 again.
Yeah, because when I hit 1,000 subs, I think I was only just over 2,000, if that. And then I was surprised. I was like, I thought people liked my videos. And then I started going up and up. It just kept going up and up and up and up after that. But yeah, I don't know.
I got a pretty big boost in the middle of the year last year from just Neil's comics and video games, man. He was putting my stuff on playlist all the time and just helping me out huge. So I got a huge boost from him about middle of last year.
Neil's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's been a day one supporter of my channel, so I always appreciate Neil.
I can't even remember how he felt my channel, man. But he just showed up and just instant friends.
I know how I remember how I found your channel.
Yeah, I was to that Superman collection video.
Yep.
3 years ago.
Yeah. I think I even messaged you. I was like, I know you put this video out 2 years ago or whatever it was. But it was we met up this, your YouTube video met up with me right at this great point, because I was going back and looking through my Superman stuff. I was not liking anything modern. And so I was looking at some of the older books, and I was like, well, let's go back further than I went, because I collected a lot from 2004, 2005, 2006 of DC. And I was like, well, let me go back and collect all those 90s books that, I just had at one point and got rid of over time. And then I was watching that video and I was like, man, I got bit by the bug, because I fully
nostalgic collecting bug, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried to
Superman bringing people together.
Just say hi real quick. Just say hi.
Hi.
What's up, bud?
There's the star of my channel. He's forcing me out.
Yeah. I saw he did a gameplay stream the other day.
Dude, and he was really, really good interacting with the chat. I was kind of surprised by that. I wasn't sure if he's going to be able to read and pay attention to the game at the same time, but he was doing a lot of that on his own.
Go be a natural, man.
Yeah.
Go have 1,000 subs before he's a teenager.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with a teenage Ollie that has 1,000 subs.
Let me shout out the chat real quick. Chop and Drop 2013 was in here first. What's going on, Chop? SDA jumped in. How's it going, brother? And G-Man popped in here. What's going on, G-Man?
G-Man. Yeah, everyone start checking their channel links in the description. Actually, if you check a channel link in the chat, it doesn't show up, does it?
Unless
you're
if
you're
a moderator.
a mod. Yeah.
And pretty much everybody on my channel is a moderator. I give
noticed,
everybody a wrench.
If people post links in the in comment sections as well, they often get flagged as spam, potential spam.
Yeah, YouTube removes them for some reason.
What, are they just so worried you're sending people to another site or what?
Yeah, I think so, because YouTube has so many bots with illegal links and stuff. Ben, what's going on, man?
So I used to always hear, because I barely got in April or May, I used to always hear people talk about their sub counts going up and then just dropping dramatically.
Yeah.
And so I've experienced it a few times.
Yeah.
I've experienced that a few times in my short time here over here.
YouTube does a sub purge every year. And a lot of it is like unsubbing bot channels, but a lot of times they'll unsub real subs.
Yeah.
So you'll find yourself unsub from people that you know were real.
Yeah, well, I went up to 166 in Brian's 900 subscriber giveaway, and then just dropped down to 161, and it's just it's so disheartening because you get so oh man, it's growing, and then you're right back to where you started.
I noticed when it does that though.
What's going on?
What's going on, mate? Yeah, I was so sure I was subbed to Comics to the By the Bay, and I wasn't. So maybe I wasn't, but there was another channel I found recently, Trev the Shipping Guru. I know I was subbed to him, and I was because I was going to watch one of his videos in my streaming, in my Simple Surfer stream, and I couldn't find his channel on the list, so I didn't watch one of his videos. And then I just searched him the other day, and I wasn't subbed to his channel. I was all right, so Comics by the Bay, I thought I was, but maybe I wasn't. But Trev the Shipping Guru, I know I was subbed to that guy.
Yeah,
and I wasn't subbed to him.
Look,
I've gotten unsubbed from several channels, man, that I watch on the regular.
I'm trying to block that. Glasses.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Hey Tyler, what's going on? Oh man, it was so funny. I did that stream, and Tyler from Whack Shattered Glass, he's had Vegemite before as well, because Lee sent him some Vegemite, and obviously he didn't like it, but he wrote in the comments. You know how Gary B has a hashtag grow together, right?
Yeah. Tyler
wrote in the comments, Gary B liked Vegemite, and then he wrote hashtag unsub together. Oh man, it's pretty funny. What's going on, John?
What's up, John? Yeah, everybody feel free to drop your channel links in the chat and sub up you words. Sub each other up if you're not already.
That's how we used to do it, mate. That was before hashtag grow together. I said to Gary, Metarog did a similar thing. Grow together. Gary's a lot better at marketing. He came up with the hashtag and stuff.
Yeah.
That Vegemite is something awful. I should send you a jar, Russ. Would you do a teaspoon of Vegemite? Maybe we'll make it a series. Yeah, maybe I'll make it a series. I'll just send Vegemite out to everyone, and I'll do a video. It will be a show. Episode 2, Super Us. Yeah. Episode 3, Fanboy Prime.
I'll definitely give it a shot. I can't promise I won't throw the rest of it out after.
Gary was like, mate, I spent $9 on this. I'm bloody using it all. That Marmite was some serious stuff, man. The one I got, the one that Sean got me from the UK. I was surprised how salty it was. A series all about him. Hey, Gary B liked it, all right? He handled it better than any American I've seen. He ate more. Like, he went for more.
Got Lady
that.
Prom in the chat.
Yeah, Russ, I was gonna comment on your comment in my video that you said something about like, oh, she knows her stuff and like that's awesome, whatever. And I wanted to type in there, but I was worried you were gonna take it wrong, as it'd be like she's taken Russ. But
no.
I didn't want you to take it wrong.
Anybody that's a Chris Jericho fan is cool with me, man.
Man.
Yeah, so finally, I had put a short out because she finally reset up the shelves. Because I don't know if you guys remember my early videos, I was standing in front of that shelf with all her wrestling figures.
Yeah, all the wrestling figures.
Yeah, then we had the mishap with the leak in the roof and the ceiling came down in the collection room. So that whole half of the building is just, we're kind of still slowly putting it back together. But yesterday we were like, oh, well, we just did that video, released it. And we're just like, let's get on it. Let's start getting the collection room back together. And so she's got that set up. I had put a short out and I went back and watched it and I hated how it looked. I must have recorded it real quick. It was real blurry. So I'm going to have to, I deleted it. So I'm going to have to put that back up where she's got her stuff displayed again.
Yeah, I remember when you put out the post about that happening, man, the place getting like flood water damage, was it?
Yeah, so I didn't lose, like no comics got damaged. There were a few toys I had, mainly like some Hot Wheels. Like the only Hot Wheels I buy are Batmobiles, and I originally bought them for Ollie. He don't like cars, so I just kept them packaged up. And that was really the only thing that got damaged. I had a few Voltron toys get some water damage, which I'm going to open them now. Everything was boxed up real quick to get it in a safe place, so it didn't incur any further damage. So at some point we will we'll do an unboxing of that stuff, and I'll play with it. I'll play with it on screen.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle.
Nightwing 207's in the chat.
Okay, so Nightwing 207. So I've been doing some streams Monday around noon, and Nightwing 207 has been my co-host.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I caught one of those. What's
I
up,
think it was the first one I did. It was supposed to be my 15-minute test stream, and then it ran for an hour and 20 minutes.
That always happens. Everyone's done that stream that's just called test stream or testing or this is a test.
You just get lost in the time. You start interacting with everybody, and it time goes by fast. I'm sorry, Russ.
I was just It's Natrix hit 100 subs earlier today, so he'll be posting his giveaway video soon. If you're not already subbed up to him, click on him and give him a sub. I think I've got his link saved. I'll go ahead and post that.
Oh man, Kyle. Well, I missed it.
Man, I remember loving Voltron as a kid, but I just don't remember anything about it. Like, I remember having the toys, I remember watching the show, but if you asked me what the show was about, I couldn't tell you.
I try to go back and watch a lot of that stuff from my youth, and a lot of it doesn't hold up.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared. That's why I don't revisit too much of it.
Up?
It's just nostalgia that kind of keeps it going.
I'll tell you what does hold up though, the 80s Transformers animated movie, that is always a killer. Soundtrack so good, and just the story as well. Like it moves along quickly. It's so good.
I think we hit a record for the show, man. We've got 16 in the chat. I don't know if we've ever had that many.
Pretty rocking soundtrack.
Dude, the soundtrack's so good.
Do you have you seen the what are they called? The Cybertronic Spree? You get the band is cosplayed like Transformers and they perform songs from that soundtrack.
Oh no,
it's fantastic. Look up look up the Cybertronic Spree. I think it's Instruments of Destruction, and so like I think Hot Rod's one of their singers, and then they got some girl dressed up as RC, and like she nails the ending. It's pretty
I'll
it's pretty
definitely
awesome.
check that out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. I had
Cool.
linked in my community tab one of their videos one time.
I'll check that out.
I'm looking at it now. Did you guys see?
I'll drop the link in the chat, Kyle.
Kyle, can't make it an hour longer than planned.
Yeah, Carl's the new Mad Spidey, mate. He wants to show up in every stream. Have you seen the
Anybody
trailer?
that wants to hop on, man, the link's in the chat.
Have you seen the trailer, Russ, to the new Transformers movie that's coming out? The Rise of the Beast.
Dude, I didn't even know there was a new one.
Yeah,
I'm so like out of the loop and way behind.
Oh, me neither. I haven't seen the last few Transformers movies. Like, I really liked the first one. I thought the first one with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox was great.
I actually haven't seen any of the Michael Bay Transformer movies.
Oh, really?
Man.
The first one, So the first one is good. You know why? The first one is pretty much the Terminator, but with Transformers. It's like you got the good robot and the bad robot, and they're both after John Connor, which is Shia LaBeouf. Pretty much. That's pretty much what it's about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed the first one. After that, not so much. But
I think the problem with those Transformer movies is they didn't plan on having so many. And so like there's no like ongoing arc throughout it. And it's just like, oh, here this happens. Oh, the Decepticons are defeated. Oh, well, Megatron's got to come back in this next movie. And I
put
don't
him
know.
on the moon.
Yeah.
That Bumblebee one looks okay, because when I saw the trailer to Bumblebee, I was like, oh, they actually look like they should look, the way they should look. Like Bumblebee looks like Bumblebee. Optimus looks like Optimus. And even in the new one, in the new trailer, they had Jazz, and he looked good, man. In the trailer, from what you see, I was like, oh, that looks super cool. So
I'm going to check those out. I heard they killed Optimus Prime in the Transformers movie, so I just never.
What? You haven't seen the animated movie?
Watch it, man.
You never saw
yeah,
the
but I
animated
mean, that was, the animated movie's goated, man.
Are you talking about in the live actions?
Yeah, I heard they killed him in the live action movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, good. That's a spoiler alert, Russ. Thanks.
I mean, the movie's like 20 years old at this point, isn't it? What's up, Beckerman? Oh, we got Kyle in here.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, Kyle?
Feeling much better than yesterday. All that hot sauce actually did help flush me.
Yeah, I missed that. I saw him post a reel sort of thing with all you guys drinking hot sauce or something.
That reel really catches.
That reel was really well done.
There was gagging and snot going everywhere.
Yeah, so the reason I don't want to do the one chip challenge, like I reckon I could do it. The reason I'm scared to do it on film is because I don't want to get snotty. And Carl, mate, you got pretty snotty, Carl, mate. That's what
I've been horrifically sick the last week. I mean, I've been horribly sick. Had no voice, couldn't even do stuff. My wife's ready to kick my backside for even being on lives because she's like, you're losing your voice. You're sitting out in the cold garage.
You're drinking hot sauce.
I'm drinking hot sauce.
And
then right after I drank the hot sauce yesterday, she popped out here to grab a soda out of the fridge. And I was right there live. I was like, hey, honey, you want to know the dumbass? You want to know what the dumbass you're about how your husband's a dumbass? And her only answer was, well, yeah, I already know. So it's right there live. She just like, yeah, I know I married a dumbass. So
I'm terrified of the one chip challenge, man. I've thought about it, but I've seen other people do it, and I'm just nah.
It's like I've eaten stupid hot things like that before, so it's fun to do, but yeah, I just don't. If I'm gonna make a video, I just don't want to get snotty because I've seen.
Do the toe of Satan. Do the toe of Satan. It'll flush your system right out.
Yeah.
The toe.
It'll
of Satan?
flush your sinus. Yeah, the toe of Satan.
That's right up Simon's alley.
It's a sucker. It's a sucker you got to stick in your mouth and like hold it there for 5 minutes. It's a sucker. So it's a toe sucker. Simon, write what you need.
Sinbad
Mad,
Comics, what's up?
So, and I'm kind of hoping Katie pops over here so we can see if we can pull a little blush on Russ when he's not playing his video games here, because me
She
and
was
Katie
in the chat earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
I know
not to
you
back
guys have been
that.
popping in on my Horizon Forbidden West streams and like livening the place up a little bit.
Well, yeah, just trying to do the seduction, baby. Turn freaks out, turn freaks into all of you. Oh, yep. Here,
I know Bub and Old Wolf and Simon have been trying to corrupt me for years.
There you go. I got
Old
it.
Wolf's here. Young Wolf is here in spirit. I got Young Wolf on my shirt.
Yeah, I'm already at a point where I got to mute my mic and stick my face off camera because I got to blow my nose again. Because let's just drink hot sauce tonight. Let's do it, fellas. Let's screw with Bay for a while.
He invited. So I'm in a group chat with Matt, Comics by the Bay, and he dropped the link, told everybody to show up. I totally forgot about it last night, but whenever I saw that everybody did the hot sauce stuff, I was like, I'm glad I missed it because I can't be doing that. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not a hot sauce guy.
I didn't
I
realize
like
that
hot
when we did
sauce like to a point. Nothing like
when we did,
insane.
when we were doing the Vegemite thing before, Mad Spidey was like saying how the equivalent of our Vegemite is kind of like how hot sauce in America. He was like, in Australia, everyone's going to have a jar of Vegemite just sitting in their pantry somewhere. But he was like saying in America, you guys will always have hot sauce. Is that true?
My wife has it in the fridge right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
I
I
started
like hot sauce.
yesterday with 3 kinds of hot sauce, but I drank all of one of them, so now I only have 2 kinds of hot sauce.
You drank all
Well, I
of
mean-
one of them.
It's buffalo sauce. I guess that counts.
Well, my tequila hot sauce only had 1 drink left in it, so I was going to mix it in my morning eggs one day, and I was like, nope, I'll just drink it.
I need to start keeping some hot sauce in there. I do. No, I wouldn't say I have hot sauce. I have like chili sauce and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Chili sauce.
hot
Oh,
sauce-
Like
you
like
talk about a
sriracha?
great song from Morris Day and the Time. Everybody knows him for Jungle Love and stuff like that. Chili Sauce by the Time. Look it up. Good song. For us old
Jackson, what's
folks,
up, brother?
all you youngsters under like 40, you probably don't even know who Morris Day is anymore. And if y'all ain't drinking hot sauce, I ain't bringing the hot sauce back out. What else we gonna do? Let's do something crazy.
I've already had 2 tablespoons of Vegemite for breakfast, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I started like a beard shaving thing. I said if I got 300 in total donations, I would shave my beard live. And so far, I've got 115. So if I get another 185, I'll shave my beard live right here on It's Simply Super tonight.
All right. Now the big question is, how much do you need to get to have your ass waxed live?
There ain't enough money for that, bro.
Oh, I'm sitting here thinking for a quarter I'd do mine live just for the hell of it.
I just dropped my PayPal link in the chat. So if anybody wants to see me shave live tonight on Simply
You
Super,
just pointed down when you said shave. You're talking about you're gonna
that was
manscape for it.
subliminal message.
You're gonna shave an arrow out of your chest hair down your
Oh,
Love.
that'd be cool. Do
Well,
the
I mean,
arrow
I've only
round.
got like 3 chest hairs.
have your
maybe
pube shaved into a heart.
maybe you should do something more like do something fun with your beard, like shave it, but maybe shave something weird. Like, when Whack and that they did that thing where if they raised X amount of money for Comics for
Make
Cancer,
up
they did
bar
that
hair.
weird Hulk hair.
Oh
Maybe do
yeah, I
something like
saw
that,
the pictures on Instagram.
What you need
Bleach
to do is
it.
let your beard grow
Bleach it
longer.
and dye it red.
Yeah. Let your beard grow longer and then get one of them roadkill groomings where they actually have like dead squirrels molded into your face.
Oh yeah, you should. Maybe
I
if
don't
we
know
can
about
get the
that.
maybe instead of shaving it for 300, you'll dye your beard half red, half black. Huh? Huh?
or just have a bad hair day kind of thing. Shave a reverse mohawk right down the middle, then keep the sideburns, but cut off the chops and just have that goofy look.
Look like Animal from Hawk and Animal.
Yeah, kind of something like that, or and then have I Can Count to Potato henna tattooed on your forehead for a couple weeks.
The Joker damaged.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or you could do what Matt says, the eyebrow shaving contest. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
But contest implies more than one person. It ain't going like that.
You're not going.
It ain't going like that.
Anywhere else.
I don't know.
Anywhere else? You don't need your eyebrows.
I don't know.
What?
Pony up like $100 in a good X-Men comic book. I'll shave my eyebrows right here live.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit. I'm a bald cancer patient. I can write it off. So,
Russ, earlier, mid
week.
2022, what did you drink the one night? You were doing a few shots every time someone donated.
Buffalo sauce.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
You felt it for a few days afterwards?
Yeah. That was a rough couple days.
I never used to notice that whole, they're like, oh, it's just not going to be fun coming out. I never used to really get that. And then I realized that it did. Because I ate this crazy spicy ramen once. And then the next day, I understood
felt
what
different.
people meant.
Fire
Well, no,
diarrhea.
because I kind of
Younger, man. When you're younger, it ain't that big a thing.
Fire diarrhea that comes with age.
Yeah. When you get the runs, it definitely has a different feeling afterwards.
It's like I'm 42 now, so everything's hitting a little bit harder than it used to.
But
Yep.
I had
right there with you, Russ.
I had my blood panels done yesterday, and Friday I find out if I'm in remission or if I'm going to be putting on a live that says, hey, guys, I'm going to die in 6 months, so who wants what?
Oh,
So I'm a little off my rocker right now.
just hoping for a good outcome, brother.
So,
For sure.
like I said, if it comes back with bad news, I'm going to let my wife hot wax my ass alive just for, to raise some money. Or let her wax my nuts live. Well, not where you can see it, but where you can hear me scream and, saving my pain. But you poor bastards are probably stuck with me another 10 years, though. So,
Here's hoping, brother.
On this stream, we streamed for 10 years.
Well,
Simon
anytime I crash somebody's stream, it seems to go on 10 years. So I don't know. This is gonna be the first stream I do with Fanboy where I'm not giving him stuff. I damn near accidentally gave his wife a $200 comic book. My wife would have killed me for that. I was just going through my boxes yeah, I'll give you this one. And then I looked up the picture to see, all right, well, at least I want to show you the picture of it. And when I did, I found out it was a $200 comic. I'm like, damn it, I can't give that away. I can give you all the rest of the stuff, but I can't give that away.
Yeah, you voice called me right after that stream, and I thought it was on accident because I always hit that stupid button on Instagram. I always hit it. I think I've done it 2 times already in the group chat, Russ. And I looked down and I was like, you know what? Let me answer it, and then you gave me the news.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't like going back on my word, but man, my wife would John Bob at me if I was tossing out big enough.
No, when I told my wife that story, she's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. She agreed with you. That's not something you just give away. So,
I mean, now I'll trade it. You got stuff to trade. You don't collect Marvel, and you got some good Marvel. If I can justify it in a trade, it's yours. You get first choice. But I can't just go here because, I do that. I'm Santa Claus. I like to just tell people here. And, once I bank up a little, quit, puppy. Once I bank up a little scratch, I'll be able to start mailing out AOKs. Come here, puppy. That's just humans going on. I'm dog sitting with the kids, puppy. Come here. Be on TV. Come here and be on TV. You goofball. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. Are the neighbors home and you're just announcing your presence with authority?
Show the dog. Show the dog.
Hey,
I can't see it.
I just
see,
subbed you up. Yes, in Green Hulkster.
see, you're on TV. You're on TV. Yeah, she don't care. She just wants my attention. You want to get some hot sauce with Papa? You want to get some hot sauce with Papa? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? No, that wouldn't be funny. You'd pee on my head when I was asleep. That's what would happen. You'd be like, that's not funny, Papa. There was hot stuff in my treats. Oh. She just wants my undivided attention. And she chases a laser pointer like she's a cat. So.
What's up, werewolf?
Pointer. I have 17 of those t-shirts. Please don't tell my wife.
Oh, I get it. I'm already set the PSN Green Hulkster. That's what I thought you said.
I have 17 of those t-shirts. I wouldn't even pay attention. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Werewolf by lunchtime.
Yeah, werewolf. You didn't tell me the difference between Marmite and Vegemite either. I was like, because I'm pretty sure there's just one little thing that kind of makes it different. That's very similar.
Well, one's veg and one's marm, right? And we all know what a house marm is, right?
Well,
It's old lady panty dust. So what you had for breakfast was old lady panty dust.
yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, that's right, because I did have both, didn't I? I feel like it's almost like the difference between tomato sauce and ketchup. Like you guys have ketchup over there, right? We're more tomato sauce down here, but there is ketchup as well. But there is a difference. I think one of them uses like sugar. I think the other one uses like
He
happened?
disappears.
There you go,
Godzilla.
Matt. Yeah, Matt wanted to see what my shirt looked like, so it's Godzilla and I don't know what they call him. Minya.
Actually, son of Godzilla.
But yeah, it's son of Godzilla, yeah. Ollie's
Son of King Kong.
Son of
Ollie's
Gojira. Ollie,
Yeah.
what up, dude? What up, Ollie?
Hi.
Hey,
What's
dude.
up, Ollie?
Hey there, video game awesome dude.
He saw your stream when you were playing Gang Beast. Yeah. Yeah.
I got punched by a big guy
Yeah, you got thrown off the roof, huh?
like this.
That was a great job, man.
A straight fist to the face. Know how I died? I grabbed onto the fist and accidentally killed myself.
Oh, okay.
I killed myself. I
I don't know. You ought to send a link to Katie and tell her to get on here. She might not be plugged into Simon yet. Just Instagram her link and lady, get on here. We're gonna get stupid. So.
you know your StreamYard hours, Russ. It only counts when you put on the stream, right? It doesn't count when I'm on someone else's stream, right?
Yeah, it only counts for the person that's hosting the stream.
Because I literally my StreamYard just reset right then. It kicked me out, and then it said something had this thing about my limit. But I've still got like 7 hours. I'm good.
I think that might have been my fault. I took the intro off the stream. It might have kicked you out too.
Okay.
So that might have been my fault there.
Yeah, so Werewolf, the Marmite I had before on the stream was actually from the UK. Zaz84 brought it back from the UK when he went to visit the Grey Man, and I got to admit, it was pretty salty.
So which one did you like better, man?
Ollie's
Marmite
within
or
an
you
earshot,
supposed to
so
like
I can't make
No,
a salty tasting cream joke, right?
I like Vegemite better for sure.
Your shot.
I got another one. Yeah, I've got one more. Maybe I can have this now because I'm still kind of hungry. Not that this is food, but yeah. So these came back actually from the UK. It's a little heart shape.
Oh,
I'm gonna go into my pantry and see if I can pull out something grossly American to play along with this.
All right. Well, maybe I'll have a teaspoon of this right now. Give me a sec. Let me get a spoon.
all right. I'll drop the link in the chat again if anybody wants to pop in. K-pop, if you're still watching, feel free to join.
Katie, get in here. We'll just spice it up even more.
I know Bub. I think Bub said he
She
was going to be
brings out
here,
the
but I haven't
TV.
seen him. I've got the free version, but I can still have 6 people on at one time.
Gets pretty chaotic, mate, when there's more than 4.
Yeah. I don't know how people do it, man, when they have like the paid version and have like 8, 10,
10 people.
12 people on at one time.
I can't do it anymore. I just because I don't talk, right? Like if there's too many people,
Yeah.
I just kind of sit there in the background and fade, and stay
Well,
quiet.
it's kind of hard the more you get everybody on here. Everybody's talking all over everybody. That's why when we did Brian's stream, I think there was 7 of us at one point, and I was really like,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it
it's
worked.
900 sub celebration.
Yeah, it worked out though. Everybody didn't talk over everybody. I guess we knew to let Brian direct the talking, but sometimes you'll turn it on and it's just I can't understand what anyone's saying. It's just I got to log out of it.
That looks gross, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I know the first time I got invited to like a big stream, I think it was the Silver Age Sunday shows that just a little podcast, Stay Puff, and all those guys used to do it. Yeah. And I just I remember just sitting there for like an hour and a half in complete silence. Because back then I was like real nervous on live streams anyways. It was a good almost 3 years on YouTube before I got comfortable doing live streams, man. I was so nervous.
Wow.
It was like the second stream I ever did was with the boy who had 7, and there was like 6 or 7 of us, and I barely said a word in the whole, like, it's like a 3-hour stream as well.
Yeah.
So comics, by the way, this is Marmite. So this is like Vegemite in the UK. It's a different thing, but it's kind of similar. So people from the UK will say that this is better, and obviously Aussies will say that Vegemite's better. It just tastes like a really salty thing. It's yeast extract. Well, Vegemite anyway is yeast extract, whatever that is.
Is it really
anyway,
thick?
John? So this is actually this is very runny compared to Vegemite is so thick that you won't like it's just like solid. This is actually a lot gooier than Vegemite. Do they sell it in the US? So Gary B, I think, bought some maybe off Amazon or something like that. Vegemite anyway. I don't know about Marmite. But yeah, Marmite's like the UK version, sort of similar, but different. Anyway, cheers.
All right. This might get a little stupid. Just maybe. The only thing uniquely American I found in there was just a summer sausage.
That sounds good though. What's a summer sausage?
Not gonna go there.
Speaking of getting a little stupid, we just got another guest backstage.
Okay.
What's up, Bub?
Oh no!
What are you putting in your mouth, Bub?
The next one.
You've got that you got that big gas pump with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that thing's been cleaned. It's put away for another year. Maybe I'll break it out next year.
You ship it out to Old Wolf yet?
Not yet.
Are you foolish enough to make me beg, Russ? And then we'll set up a challenge.
Oh, the
Challenge.
See if Russ can raise some money on his thing. Got me a shot glass. Got me a nice little fairy shot glass in my wife's.
Not
And then I'm going to top yesterday's hot sauce. Yesterday's hot sauce chug. Let's see. I got a shot glass that I could put chunky scorpion hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, horseradish,
What kind of
It's
radish?
just getting worse.
Horseradish,
Horseradish?
lime juice, horseradish,
Horseradish.
peach schnapps, and some spiced rum.
Well, were you going to drink that?
I'd make
That's a
that.
smart idea.
I'd make
Cheers.
that into a cocktail and shoot it for a good enough reason. Like, say, Russ needs
What's up, Tricky?
another
Do mayo.
$75 into his kitty. I thought about grabbing mayo too to throw it in there, but I mean, it's just kind of defeats the purpose with it. I mean, this is mayonnaise-based horseradish, so it's got mayo in it. So,
Isn't horseradish is good for you, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I used to take some sort of pill that was like good for your immune system that had horseradish. But I
yeah,
can't speak horseradish.
No, you're thinking of cranberry pill to fix your yeast infection.
yeah. I mean, if you want some mayonnaise on top of that for me to slurp down, then I don't know, Russ. You said
That's unnecessary, bro.
yeah. Oh no, Kyle, not again. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I just come on to mess people up. Come on. I wouldn't say who dares me to do this shot because I do shit like this just for fun. Let's raise some money for Russ or something.
What's Russ need money for today? Did I miss something? Russ, do you have internet? What's going on?
Yeah, I was I guess about a week or so now. I was trying to make a $40
Bob knows,
payment.
right? Bob knows about the beard thing.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to make a $40 payment on my the tires I bought for my mom's car,
Oh yeah.
and I hit
That's right.
too many zeros, and it was a $400 payment.
All right.
So
When you were-
short.
When you were venting about that, having to get new tires because you took it to get inspection,
Yeah.
I have felt that because like 2 years ago or a year
That's
ago,
crazy, man.
same thing happened to me. And I was trying to delay getting new tires like by 1 month or two, just so I could space out payments. And they're like, no, you can't pass this inspection till you get tires.
Yeah, they wouldn't pass her car until she got them, and so she didn't have the money, so I got it for her for like an early Christmas present.
Hey, Trick, if I'm adding semen to the shot, you got to roll down the road and come put it in my shot glass for me.
Ah,
Tricky lives right up the road from me, but he's too chicken shit to come see me. He thinks
I think he was just trying to tell you that there was still some
Are you
semen
putting the
in the
mask on
shot
or what?
glass
Yeah.
from the last
All
thing he did. I don't think he was trying to get you to get more.
I've been offering Tricky free comics, and he thinks I'm too scary. He don't want to come see me. So,
Just drive around in a van that says free comics.
yeah, there you go. Everybody thinks I'm too weird. I don't know why. So who
I
else
would
wants
get
to shoot
I would get in a van if it came down the road and said free comics. I ain't got nothing to lose.
Nothing?
I think I have an excuse, though.
Now you understand not having much to lose, but nothing to lose.
if you're gonna appear,
All
you're gonna
that-
appear.
Something.
All that icky stuff can go by the wayside, but I'm going to do some rum.
Guys, Ollie wants to. He got dressed up just because he cannot stand to
Make
not
him
be.
Make him big, Russ.
He cannot stand to not be a character.
All right.
Yay.
Is that King
So-
Kong Jr.?
Ollie Kong.
That's
cool.
King Kong Jr.
Man, I want one of those.
So-
You are one of those.
Oh, really? I thought he was cosplaying Bub. Sorry.
Yeah, he probably is.
Man
That's pretty
alive.
accurate.
So he I don't know. Anytime there's a camera, he wants to be a character. So he gets a little bit of that from me.
He's Diddy
But,
Kong.
What's that?
He's Diddy Kong.
Yes. But guys, with him dressing up, I'm gonna go ahead and log on out. Thanks, Russ, for letting me jump in on this. Thanks, Simon.
All right,
I
man.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for hanging out, brother.
I wanted to jump on Russ because it was good to hang out with you. You're the whole reason why I eventually started jumping on YouTube, why I got a channel, and you helped me
so
out.
it's his fault.
Jumped me out a whole bunch before I ever made my first video. So,
That's
Cool.
cool, man.
Thanks, sir.
but you guys have a fabulous night.
For anybody that don't know Fanboy Prime, make sure you sub him up before he heads out. And after the show, I'm going to drop everybody's link down in the chat that hung out, or down in the description, rather.
I've got I'm on it. Oh, wait. I've got to go into the stream. Sorry. So I'm working on the link. I'm good.
I appreciate that, Russ. Appreciate that, Simon. Bubs and Kyle, you guys have a good night.
You too.
But thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. And I'm going to go hang out with this guy now. So y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah, mate.
All right.
Take it
Have a
easy,
good night,
bro.
mate.
The little Diddy Kong there.
That was awesome.
All right. Well, I am going to do a rum shot. So
Just
Rim
rum?
shot.
What's up, Roscoe?
again, bub, you have to come up one state if I'm going to do a rim shot.
Which state are you in?
Indiana.
I unfortunately have something of a legal matter that precludes me from venturing past the state line.
Oh.
But if you want to meet me like in Florence or Louisville or something on this side of the river, then I can do that.
I'm dog sitting right now because my kids are down in Louisville at a
Well,
concert.
not tonight. But next time you don't have the dog.
Yeah. Well, I'll bring the dog and a jar of peanut butter, and we'll make a night of it.
Would you bring chunky peanut butter?
Yes.
I like that gravelly sensation. I appreciate it.
Chunky. Is that the one with the peanut with the actual? Yeah, I prefer that too.
What do they call it over in Australia?
I think would you call it?
Chunky.
I think we call it crunchy
Yeah, some people call it crunchy here.
because it's got the actual nuts in there, right?
It's got the actual nuts in there.
Yeah.
I
Just
prefer it
like
with the nuts.
just like Tricky wants to put the actual nuts in my shot.
See you, Sinbad.
That's never stopped you before, Roscoe says. Yeah, well, every
Take it
now and
easy,
then.
Simba.
See, man.
I don't know if I'm sub to Sinbad. Am I sub to Sinbad?
I miss
Hey,
the old days.
Roscoe. Roscoe, pop on here and let's do another hot shot.
Pop on here. The one with
There's
the
the
actual
link if you want
nuts
to
in
jump
it.
on, Roscoe.
Oh, you're just pimping it out all over? Is that what you did earlier?
Yeah.
Nice.
How else do you think Carl showed up?
Yeah,
Who didn't show up?
people got to be crazy and brave and stupid to have me on their show. So, and now I'm sitting here drinking on top of all this medication, so I might actually get loopy.
I don't know that we can tell the difference, Kyle.
And no,
Oh.
because
You're gonna have to hold up a couple of fingers.
I can't go out in public most days because I am a psych ward patient. But
So, Bob, I've got so many more books that I want to get, but I feel like the package is enough right now, right? With how many books I've got at your place.
A book or two is not going to make a difference. The slabs are what's going to cause all the issue. Like if I've been trying a couple of different boxing methods only in my head. Like I've not actually done anything, so don't worry.
Yeah.
But in my head, I've tried a couple of different boxing methods, and I think it might be cheaper to ship the slabs separate. To just put the slabs in together, maybe put a couple of books in there and not a whole thing of books, because I have to keep the books safe from the slab too. So slab's going to get a bunch of bubble wrap and all this stuff. And it's not that it's going to be too heavy, but it's going to be bulky. But the books I can get in just a regular mailer and ship those out like I did last time.
Yeah, but there's a
It
lot
might
of
be
books,
better.
right? Because the DJ Links pack that I won last time was a lot of books.
Yeah. There's a lot of books, but it's going to make the slab box really heavy. And if the slab box is really heavy and bulky, then you're going to get hit with a large package that's full, like a fully loaded large package. And I know that for me, people are used to getting hit with those, but you know, what's that, Russ?
How many slabs do I have?
I think you only have 2,
Okay.
but it's making the package really big because you can't just fit it in a regular box, and you have to wrap them because if the box drops, it's going to be a heavy box with just 2 slabs in it. It's going to be difficult to ship the slabs in the same box as 50 comics. Like, you know what I mean? Because the comics are going to be heavy. So I'm going to have to really wrap the slabs up in a bunch of bubble wrap so that it makes the box so freaking heavy that if it falls, it's probably going to crack a slab. So it's making it difficult to do those 2 things at once. I'm going to go on a limb and say I think it might be cheaper to ship the slabs separate and safer too.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe just ship the wait. So I know one slab I bought because I got the Something's Killing. Is the other one? What's the other one?
I don't remember. I don't know. I give them to my kid brother to hold.
It could be one that I won from DJ. Did I win a slab from DJ?
I don't think so. I think it was just a regular box.
I won 2 giveaways from DJ. One was a bunch of books, and one I don't even know.
Hold, please. I'll check.
Well, I don't want to know what it is, though. Don't tell me what it is.
Well, but I'll count the slabs.
All right. I'm excited. Because I figured I'd get these books from you, and then I could probably only build up. And I feel bad that I make you work, Bubs, to get these books to me. So I don't want to keep on doing it forever. Maybe I'll move on to someone else. Like after maybe 3 packages from Bub, I'll get Old Wolf. Start sending them to Old Wolf. Say, Old Wolf, you send them to me. And then after that, I'll get Russ to do it. I'll just keep moving through the people. I feel bad.
If they come to my house, man, they're not leaving.
Yeah, right. Next thing you know, it's like I see it on eBay. It's like, isn't that my book?
We're like, must have got lost in the mail.
Then
you'll see the picture on Instagram.
You got 3 slabs.
It's good fun.
So,
just from winning contests,
and a stack of books this thick.
Well, I won a stack of books from DJ Links, like that, and they're all like exclusives and shit. So I was like, fucking sick. But yeah, the slabs, I don't even know what they are. I know one. I bought another copy of the Jenny Frizen Somebody's Killing the Children book because it was $50. So I was like, oh, it's like my favorite cover.
Yeah, and there's no way I'm keeping that. So you'll definitely get that one.
Yeah.
So, Bub, what kind of package you sending up here to me? Because I'm a lot cheaper to ship to.
I thought you were trying to get rid of books, not collect them.
I am.
I'll send you some
boxes, but
with return labels on them.
Every time I do trades, though, it's like I'll have 10 books worth a ton of money and then end up getting boxes of books back in return. I did a $10,000 trade overseas. I had 1 small box and I got 2 short boxes full of comics back.
That's how it goes. Yeah, I try and trade down in numbers. I try and get 1 or 2 books for like 4 or 5 books or something like that, you know.
You still do most of your orders through my comic shop?
Yeah, but I haven't ordered anything in months now. I mean, I still have books I haven't shown off, so I'll be showing those off in hauls if I ever get off my ass and record a video. But hey, Kenneth, but it's like actually ordering stuff has been pretty slim. Actually, I think I have a box on the way. I say that I haven't ordered anything in months, but yeah, I got something coming. I think next week.
I love their cheaper prices. I love the descriptions. I love the fact that they tend to grade low and the books came out better. But then when I saw the personal opinions of the owner, I, like many others, just jumped off board. I quit.
Yeah, I saw that. I used to read the emails and then it was like, I can't really do much of that anymore. But at the same time, they're in Colorado. So it's like... Are they in Texas?
Yeah, they're in Texas. I can't support people that are that wackadoodle. You know, I quit eating at Chick-fil-A 10 years ago for their stances on things. It's like, I'm just voting with my dollar.
Yeah.
It's like if that guy kept his like radical opinions to himself and just had basic differing opinions, I'd have no problem with it. But when you go way the hell overboard and use that money for a platform, you quit getting my money.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't really care about that. The only time that I have ever really like just taken a stance on a brand was like when Gillette was putting out all their, masculinity hating ads. And then and that really bugged me because to me it's a man's brand. and then you basically just crapped all over men, and that really bothered me. And I was like, you know what, forget it. There's other options. So
That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
find
Vote
something
with
else
your
to do.
dollar. I mean, if they rub you the wrong way, one
Yeah,
side
but
it doesn't
my
matter.
point is, it's hard to rub me the wrong way. I pretty much enjoy a good rubbing either way.
Well, there
So
you go.
it's like you got to really screw up to rub me the wrong way, and Gillette did that. But
Yeah,
I give everybody a pretty wide berth, otherwise, to do whatever they, live and let live kind of scenario. So, but yeah, but they did bother me enough, so I understand it. But I just don't have too many instances where I really make a difference, take my money somewhere else, kind of stuff. But I understand it.
Yeah, I mean,
I want my comics.
I don't pick either side of the fence when it comes to that. If they do something I am fundamentally against, I'm just like, I'm not giving you my money. As much as I'd like to deal, I'm not giving you my money.
There's a couple of channels I've unsubscribed to because they talk a whole lot more about politics and religion than they do comics. And at that point, it's just like, all right. And they're people that I like, but I just can't. I just get so tired of it.
I mean, I'll get into it in my lives a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. It's just I just have opinions. But if I started hitting people over the head with my opinions, I'd expect everybody just to get up and walk off.
Yeah.
Like, I have an opinion. I'll discuss things, but if you start hitting people with it, you're gonna sour them.
Yeah.
Because we're all gonna have different opinions. We could sit here and have a pro-abortion or anti-abortion discussion right here, and as long as it was civil, everybody get along. But if somebody went apeshit one side or the other, it'd turn off everybody in the chat, it'd turn off everybody in the thing. It's like, civility. Civility, and don't use your platform to force feed other people, and everybody can get along.
Yeah, we don't need any ape shit. It's really hard to get out of corduroy pants. I'm here to tell you, it's a tough one. What you got, Simon?
Did you see my Nerf gun, bub?
The alien Nerf gun.
Is that what they're calling it down there?
Congratulations!
Did you see that shit?
That's pretty badass.
That's fucking cool.
Shooting foam bullets, man.
How come you didn't get one for Sarah Rue there?
Because you know how hard they are to get that thing. I had to get that from America because they sold out completely down here, and I refused to pay flipper prices. So I got it from a guy in America who was way cheaper than the retail price. But by the time I paid $110 to ship it here, it cost about $50 more than retail here, which was cheaper than. So people here were flipping it for $350 to $450. So I got it for $250, which is the most I was willing to pay. But
where'd you find it? eBay?
Yeah, on eBay. Yeah. And I crapped myself because once I paid for it, I was telling everyone because I was so excited. And my boss was like, "Hey, you gotta be careful because we're not allowed to get replica guns here." And I was like, "Oh,
really?
But it's just a Nerf gun." He goes, "Yeah, but if it's a replica, it might count as a replica." So it was fine. I messaged the seller and was like, "Hey, man, I didn't realize this, but can you maybe write Nerf toy rather than Nerf gun?" And he was like,
I was thinking ahead.
Go to the post office and the SWAT team will be there waiting.
He said he sent it through like eBay Global or something because I don't do any of that, man. And he was like, "But it's okay. I've sent that gun to Australia before. It should be fine." Like, stop calling it a gun. But it's
highlight Werewolf by Lunchtime. What a nice, poor, misguided soul this guy is. Look at that. Oh, shucks. Oh, I'm blushing. Oh, my goodness. You can tell someone I'm a nice guy. They probably won't believe you. But you can
Bob, you know what I like most about you, right?
From this angle? Or I don't know. You tell me.
Mrs. Bub.
Yeah, that's what I like most about myself.
Yeah.
Anytime I stand in front of the mirror, I try and get her in the shot.
That's what you and I have greatly in common. I am an eye sort of look at, but man, my missus is just a twinkle, twinkle little star. So,
yeah, we get lucky like that, don't we?
Oh my God, I don't understand it. I don't understand. I have no comprehension to it. It's like, how the hell did my broke down ass get a trophy wife? She's smart, she's witty, she's funny, she's beautiful. I'm an asshat, and yet I got her. So
I think you're being very generous with your own description. I don't think I don't think anybody wear you on their ass.
All right, I'm an
Yeah.
ass clown. I'm an ass clown. And a hat.
That's better. Yeah, I mean, an ass hat would have a function because my ass gets cold. I don't know about you, but you know.
I am the piss flap on a pair of long john onesies. Excuse me.
Hang in there. Is that the chaser for the rum?
Yeah,
Cold coffee?
cold coffee.
I can't do it. Can't do it cold.
If
it's
what
black.
you mean? What when you oh yeah, that's hardcore. That's a big ass cup. Can you guys see the size of that cup you got there, Carl? That looks like a bigger coffee than we get down here. That looks like the
This
super
is
size.
a medium. That's a medium.
You guys aren't allowed to have anything down there.
That looks. So we have Starbucks down here, right? And like they're so they've got the weird sizes. So they got large, which is their small. Like their small is called large, but to here it's like a medium. And then they've got grande, which is what I would call a large. And then they've got
Well, grande means large.
well, grande we get at Starbucks, but to me that's just a large. And then they've got one beyond that, which is what that looks like. That looks like beyond.
A venti.
Yeah.
Yeah, venti. That's what it is.
That's 20 ounces.
It's like a fucking bottle of Coke.
Is that Italian for 20?
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at this
Yeah.
guy.
20 ounces. They probably think you're going to use it to make a weapon, and those aren't allowed down there. That's why.
You
I
guys
use
have
Us as a weapon for vast destruction.
you guys
Yeah.
have 40, you guys have 40 ounces as well, which we don't have down here. We've got our version of it, but we call it a long neck because it's got like a long neck, I guess.
We've got 64-ounce styrofoam cups because
Yeah, and I'll
you
try
know,
to show you a long
Americans into overkill.
neck. 'Cause I
You're
don't
talking
think
about beer, though, aren't you, Simon?
Yeah, I'm talking about beer. So you guys got 40 ounce, right?
Yeah, 40s. Yeah.
40.
We have what we call a long neck down here, which is it's just a big giant beer bottle, but I guess the neck is kind of long.
How many ounces is it?
Sorry, I stuffed that up then. 750 mil.
Oh, that's a wine bottle.
That's a 40. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's about
basically
a 40, right?
Yeah.
that's the same, I think.
Yeah.
And if you ever come down to Australia and want to drink a beer, that's the beer to drink, mate. That's as Aussie as it gets. Even Aussies don't like it, but I love it because I want bottom of the barrel filth.
Is it because it's bitter?
Yeah, it's the cheap and nasty, but it's not cheap. It's not necessarily the cheapest, but it's just
But it is
Bottom
the
of
nasty, huh?
it's bottom of the barrel, and that's what I like, mate. I want it nasty.
My favorite beer is Stroh's, and most people call that bottom of the barrel piss.
Stroh's. I can't even think of what that looks like.
The blue can with the lion on it. Used to be big in the 70s, but it's just a smooth beer. That's why I like it. It's watery, but it's smooth. So I like my beer smooth.
There's the link if you want to jump on, Jackson.
The Jackson Roy Kirk.
I don't know
I got
if I've ever
two
seen Jackson.
Star Trek shirts for Christmas. I mean, two different ones. Two
I
different.
forget
Star
that
Trek
you're a
shirts.
Star Trek guy. Hashtag Star Trek guy.
I know. And that's why I think I was going through my shirts the other day and I happened to have mentioned that I didn't have any Star Trek shirts. I had a bunch of Star Wars shirts. I don't have any Star Trek shirts. So, of course, Santa heard me and stuffed my stocking full of Star Trek shirts. So
are you
Man,
a
I've been-
Trekkie or a Trekker?
a Trekker moves from one to the other, isn't it? I'm more of a stay still and let her sit on me kind of guy.
It's
I don't know
the
about
semantics of the title. You know, a lot of Trekkies don't like being called Trekkies. They like being called Trekkers. So,
Well, I'm probably neither because I think in order to be part of that group, you have to enjoy more than just the original series. And
Yeah.
I pretty much stick with the original series. And I liked Enterprise, and that was one that a lot of people didn't like. And I haven't seen the new one, which is supposed to be fairly decent on Paramount Plus, but it's like the only subscription I don't have, so I'm just gonna let it go for now. And I've had CBS subscriptions before, and not cared for it. So,
My
like,
buddy
how many
Doug
times are you gonna watch
Jones
Big
is on
Bang Theory?
Discovery.
Huh?
My buddy Doug Jones is on new Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, look who
yeah,
just popped in.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh, we all got to keep it down now. His wife's sleeping.
Yeah,
What's
his
up,
wife's
old wolf?
sleeping.
Now we're popping the bottles. Now the shots are coming out. Where's the hot sauce with it, sir?
Yeah.
It's in the fridge. I ain't pulling it out. Oh,
Maybe
where's the
maybe
hot
old
sauce?
wolf
Oh,
can,
hold on.
maybe old wolf can get us some viewers back because ever since Bub popped in, it's gone
Right
from
there.
16 down to 9.
All right.
Maybe.
There's the
I'm
hot
getting
sauce
blind
right
in my
there.
old age, but that
Hey!
looks like that says bukkake.
Hey man, that looks like that. That looks like that pussy one time shit though. Is that one time?
It does, but it has a 2 on it, so it's double pussy.
That looks
Uh.
like it says bukkake. Are my eyes deceiving me, or do you have?
No, I think you're correct, Kyle. I
Is
think
what?
your eyes are on the money.
I think it said
That
bukkake doodle
box
doo.
says bukkake. That still looks like it says bukkake. What the hell
Hey,
is
I'll do any. Hey, if it's bukkake, then I'm doing it for a cause. So there you go.
All
It
right.
says,
What are we
it
doing?
says bald cocky. Bald cocky. That's what it says.
Russell's
Yeah.
channel brand just went down the toilet with all these guys on.
Well, I mean, I wasn't
he has a brand.
monetized yet, so it's not like YouTube can penalize me.
Cheers,
All
old
right.
wolf.
Hey, are you drinking?
Yeah, man, I'm drinking.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
Sarah's
out.
gonna
I'm
be mad
empty.
when she gets home.
Kyle, I want to thank you because you're going to be doing the death of Captain Marvel, right? With us?
I will if you want me to.
Yeah. Oh, Roger didn't talk to you?
No, he may have sent me a message, but you
Oh,
know,
okay. I'll send it
I've
to you.
already done a thing on the death of Captain Marvel when I did my thing on my show. But yeah, I'll be more than happy to talk
All right,
about
then
it.
I'll contact you because it's we'll see if the time will work for you and everything. Because I thought Roger was going to contact you, but okay.
I figure he will. I'm all for it. You know, obviously I can talk
Yeah,
cancer.
werewolf.
Two malignant forms of it growing in me right now. So.
Oh, geez.
Take it easy, werewolf.
Mate, it's
by the
like
way, well-
9 in the morning. It's like before. It's in the 8. It's like before midday for werewolf, and he's going to bed. That's
Well,
how-
Werewolf
he's-
is- Werewolf
up on
is-
YouTube.
Simon's foot model.
So with C3, I donated some stuff back to the 1860s with old comic ephemera, and I'd thrown a thing in the chat, I think with Brian this morning about it. I think it just shot right by. But if you want, I'll pull out one of my 1880s things and put it in the donation kitty for you.
Oh, please. Yeah, no problem.
The
This
old
is
donation kitty.
Victorian age stuff. So,
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate anything,
It's
everything.
only like a week away,
like-
isn't it?
the thing I put in with C3, I sent something from the 1860s, 1880s, and 1950s, and that pulled $200. So I figure one of these things would pull $100, $200.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I get some old stuff in there. When people talk old comics, to me the golden age is new stuff. I go back platinum and Victorian, so
Jace.
spread the love and spread the knowledge. So.
Thank you.
Well, now we
And I'll
got.
get back to you. This is Simon's and Russ's and Bub's.
But we're hijacking
Oh,
the
it's
show.
all good, man.
Hey, it's me and Russ.
Yeah,
It's me and Russ,
exactly.
right? Don't get that wrong, all right? We're not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only a week away, Old Wolf, and I still don't know when my Christmas party is. So we might. Surely they wouldn't announce it less than a week. I don't know. I'm hoping we can do the stream.
From 1 o'clock in the morning to 7 on the 15th is fairly open. I mean, I want to do different things because there's a lot of open time. So let me know because I mean I left it open for you guys. Matt Spidey, if he wants to do something, all you guys.
Matt
and I brought
Spidey.
that thing. I know. Is he in the
Simon,
chat?
why are you
Yeah,
having a
keep
Christmas
going.
party in the middle of January, man?
Because it never happens during Christmas. Like it's very rare. Like so, last year we had our Christmas party like just after my birthday at the start of April. It was like literally the 2nd of April. Because what happens is just the managers, it gets so busy that the managers don't get time to organize it. So it normally happens either just before Christmas or after Christmas. So this year, my manager was like, do you want the Christmas party during December or later? I was like, nah, I'd rather have it afterwards when Christmas, like the madness is over. And then we all get pissed and don't have to think about how shit work's going to be. If you have it during Christmas, you're like, oh, cool, let's get pissed. And then you got to think about work again. Like, I hate Christmas because of work. If I had a normal job, I'd probably enjoy Christmas. But I don't like Christmas because all it reminds me of is work. So
that's probably brutal working retail the other way.
It's not fun. The good thing is, like, I started at like 6:45 a.m., which means I left at 3:30. So I finished my shift early, which was good because once it gets busy, the hours just fly by. So,
but I just want to tell you, Simon, because of you, I bought one of those robotic vacuums.
There's a new one. I made a new one for them. If you want to buy a printer, yeah, it's on their YouTube channel. So
okay,
if you want to buy a
it
printer, I can tell you all about printers in my new video for where I work. I don't want to
all
say
about printers.
It's about the 3 types of printers. Oh fuck! I remembered the script, but now I've forgotten.
Where do you work? High something? Where you, high what?
JB
What?
Hi-Fi. JB, like the letters. JB. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
You can put it in the private chat, Simon. If you don't want to call out.
You know how much they pay me for those videos, Russ? When I make them for my work, 150 a video.
How much?
150.
150.
That's pretty
it's
good.
Like a 1 minute video. It's not bad.
Well, there you go.
Phillips has put an end to big, chunky, loud, and hot.
Ooh, but she's cute.
What
With the
was
big
that
chunky and
about?
hot. She was cute.
Good grief.
Good me. Okay, hold on. Can you tell I already drink a bottle of wine? Okay.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Where? I don't see you. Where are you?
I don't know. Someone,
wait a minute.
one of the
Oh,
new guys-
it's only 54 minutes, 54 seconds long.
Hello?
Yeah, it's like a TikTok style one. Are you on the phone?
Okay, hold
bud?
on.
Hold on, guys. We got an unofficial guest here. Hey, Raul, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, Bo? What's up, Andrew? What you doing, bro?
Just chilling,
champ.
man, having a big old time.
Hallelujah.
It's over here. Hialeah Comic Bro is making a guest appearance here.
Hi, Alea. I love him. We share a holiday together.
Links in the
Are you
chat.
back?
Hi,
Are you
Leia. What are
back?
you doing?
Are you back in Florida?
Yes, I am, sir. Yes, I am. Happy holidays to everybody that I'm seeing right now, except for Kyle that's not there. But happy holidays, guys.
Happy
jump on
holidays. Cheers to you, sir.
What's up, Hialeah?
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is 50, right? It's the 50th?
Yes, the 50th episode of Super something. I don't know.
Here's to 50 more. Here's to 50 more.
Here's to 50 more.
Thanks,
Yeah.
All
brother.
right, guys. Be good.
All right, Ro, be good. Thanks for calling. Hey,
Bye.
I just want to ask you real quick. Are you there?
Yeah,
Do you like comics?
I like comics a lot.
Dude, this
Hey,
guy,
hi,
this dude
it's
likes
Hialeah,
comics.
right? You're talking to Hialeah?
Yeah, he likes comics. Did you know that?
I like
He likes me.
comics.
He likes me better. He likes me better than comics.
He likes you better than comics?
Yeah, we
I
have
don't know.
to.
He likes comics awful well.
He like we have. Isn't it Thanksgiving we have together? Hi, Leah. What's our holiday?
All right, be good, man.
But
See you later.
All right. How do I share this? How do I share this with you guys?
Are we really going to do this?
Yes, we are.
You got to go to the present button
Present.
and then share screen.
Okay.
You have 2 screens, do you, Old Wolf? You got that pro setup, do you?
Yeah, I bought it for a month because of tomorrow of next week.
You bought a second monitor because of next week.
No, I bought I upped my my
Yeah, but that
package.
doesn't matter on this.
My
We're stuck
package.
with whatever Russ's.
Do you see that in the green room?
Russ will have to see it.
Do you see it in the green room?
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't actually watched this video. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it came out. Oh shit! Look at that. I haven't actually seen this.
All right, here we go. Bring this back. Hit it.
The difference between three types of printers at JB. Ink tank printers are the new kid on the block. Rather than traditional ink cartridges, they use a tank.
I filmed that B-roll footage. I filmed that.
Use bottled ink. Modern inkjet printers often cost less upfront and are good for those who need to print in color every now and again. They're usually quite capable of printing high-quality photo images in bright, vivid colors. And many models also have a color scanner built in to ease the of scan old prints to your computer. LaserJet printers are built to last a long time. With high-capacity paper trays and ink toners. They can print high numbers of pages per minute, which is perfect for those who need to print lots of work, assignments, or info. The toners are often good for thousands of pages and won't dry out if you don't use them daily, making them great for home or business use. Remember,
You can use them daily; they still won't dry out.
Print double-sided, scan documents, make
If
copies.
you don't use them,
on photo paper.
they dry out. There you go, mate. A quick $150 for that.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's 4 minutes of work. You did good.
I don't have to edit it either. It's funny because I used to like editing them. So I used to send them the footage and then send them like an edited version. Oh, this is how I edited it. And this time he was like, "Hey, don't worry about editing. That's what we do." I was like, oh, "Okay, I'll just
Nice.
send you the footage."
So I just wonder how bad of a neighborhood that JB's is in to have you as their spokesmodel. Like, if they're not worried they're running anybody off, they're like, "Hey, this is what people in this neighborhood look like. So just come buy a printer." You know?
Hey man, I'm an icon at that place, man. I've been there for 17 years. So I have customers come up to me, right? And they'll be like, "Hey, you used to work at Ringwood." And I'm like, "That's where I started. Like I've been around
Ringwood?
now. I started
Ringworm?
at this Ringwood, like wood."
Oh, like they said ringworm. That's like something like dog get or something, right?
Let him finish the story.
I used to work at Ringwood. That's the store I started at. So some people sometimes are like, "Hey man, I used to remember you worked there." I was like, "Yeah, that was a long time ago." He goes, "Yeah, I used to be like in high school back then." And now they're standing there talking to me while they've got kids and shit like that, and I'm still working there.
That's
Because
awesome.
you know why? Because you're old as crap. That's why.
I know. I'm not
Just
as,
like me.
I'm not as young as this guy anymore.
That.
That's hilarious.
Hey, can you make me big real quick?
Yeah. What are we doing, Carl?
Showing a little
Whoa.
something for Wolf here.
Well, are you going to kick me out again, Russ? Can you close that screen? There you go. Whoa, what's that?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry.
what
Stop.
that is.
Stop screen. There you go.
There.
Oh, okay.
How about, can we see the date on that?
1884.
1884.
That's beautiful.
How about, this is what comics look like before
What happened to
they
Bubs?
were officially comic books. Little textilios and things like that, and stories to go with it.
Where do you find those, though?
They're around. Now, this
He
publication,
was a kid.
this publication actually coined the term cartoons for comic strips in 1841.
Oh, wow.
So this is part of comic book history, and I'll put this in for the cause and throw like a Golden Age comic in with it.
Oh,
See if we can
beautiful.
get a few bucks for charity there.
Thank you.
So, but I'll let go of one of those. So,
Thank you very much.
but yeah, and you talk about printers and those inkjets where it has no feel. These things, you can feel the indention of the old hand presses. So, but yeah, 1884 comic book history. And that still ain't old to me.
Really?
This stuff had been around for 42 years, 43 years before this one came out. So, yeah. So I got enough where I can let go of one. So I've got an original upstairs from 1861 that came actually from the Fleet Street offices here. That's uncut. It's like a proof copy from 1861.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, hype it now. I'll keep hyping it then. You want a piece of comic book history, you put in the right donation. Yeah, I was working at the apothecary. Yeah. Oh God, I almost said Guggenheim.
Oh, the Guggenheim, you say?
I was going to say Gutenberg was my bitch. I taught Gutenberg how to print when he made the Bible in the 1560s. So.
Steve Gutenberg?
Yeah.
From short circuit fame?
Because the
And,
oldest printed book in recorded history is the Gutenberg Bible.
Bible, yeah.
So, yeah, I can make Gutenberg Bible jokes. But yeah, you want a piece of comic book history, throw in the right bid, and you can have a piece of my library. So,
was Russ allowed to collect money?
no, I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about for Old Wolf Show.
This is for Old Wolf's
Yeah.
24-hour stream.
Yeah.
So you're going. You guys, we are. You guys, we are going on at 6:30 on the 14th.
Yeah, little fairy pixies, and
What's up, Philtastic?
that's where cartoon came from, right there. And Punch, and most Americans that know the old Punch and Judy marionette show.
Right.
This is Punch before Judy. Judy was a magazine that came out to compete with this, and then Punch bought it out, and it became Punch and Judy. But that all happened in the 1870s.
Is that why Punch is always hitting Judy?
Yeah, and that's Punch right there.
Yeah,
that is one of the oldest comic book cartoon characters ever in history, right there, in recorded history. And this can be yours for the right donation. Out of my library, nonetheless. So,
dang.
But it ain't gonna be cheap. You gotta make that thing count. You gotta make that bid count, because this is what pediatric brain cancer you're going for.
Yeah,
there.
It's for research for DIPG, which is a pediatric stem brainstem cancer.
Yeah,
and the way it attacks, it's not like a tumor or something. It goes into the stem, so you can't just take it out, because where it is also breathing, walking, talking, all that stuff is there. So if you just kind of scoop it out, you affect the breathing or everything. So there's like 100%. No kid survives it, put it that way.
yeah.
So
yeah, so you could order your best and safest dentifrice, how they did dental care back in the Victorian era. You talk about comic book ads that are crazy. And Malor sauce.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll raise a few dollars for them. So. Hopefully that'll raise a few bucks for them. Though I'm going to get this out of my garage so it doesn't get no smoke.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm doing this for the most part. I mean, I'm trying to reach out to people and everything, but most I'm just doing it on the fly, and I really don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Have you taken into consideration if you're going to make it through the 24 hours?
Oh, I'll make it through. I don't care if I'm sleeping up right here. I'm doing it.
I just realized Bub's on the cover here having a party. Either that's Bub or
which one am I?
Either that's Bub or Caligula right there.
What does he have in his hand?
Am I the topless harpy, or am I the guy? Am I the chick blowing the horn?
You're the main dude. You're Caligula there,
dude. You should be proud of yourself.
I'm always proud of myself, Old Wolf. That's
you're
my
the Caligula.
Always proud.
Talk about long stroke. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just a crazy orgy on the cover here. So,
is there any other kind? Goodness gracious. Simon disappeared.
I think Simon passed out.
He's got another drink, he said. All right, I am too.
Get another drink. Come on, I just got here.
I know, that's why we didn't
celebrating. We're celebrating.
Man, I'm feeling pretty toasty. You haven't drank this early for a while.
What time is it over there?
It's how long are we going for? It's about 1:30.
Oh, where's Sarah? Sarah? How was Sarah?
She's gone to lunch with some friends.
Oh, that's good.
I can't stay on forever, but I could probably stay for another hour and a half, and then I've got to kind of prove that I've done something today besides sit on my ass drinking. So,
what were you supposed to do?
Huh? It begs the question, Russ, what's the oldest comic or comic-related thing in your collection?
I've got an Action Comics from 1943 that I got AOK'd by Comic Books NYC. That's the oldest book.
Okay, so the thing I just showed was 60 years older than that.
Wow.
So Simon, what's the oldest comic-related thing you got?
Hey, Hey, quick question. I'm hungry. How much longer is this going to be?
Go get a sandwich and come back.
You can eat and come
Yeah, you
back.
got time, bro.
I don't want to eat chili on the stream. I'll probably drop it all over the place.
Yes,
I
you
wanna
do.
see- can you show me
Yes,
what
you
the
do.
I want to see American chili. Can you show me what it looks like?
Shit.
Shit. Good job,
See,
Simon. Good job.
I make chili, but it's not really an Australian thing. So I make it a
Do you
lot.
put beans?
And I
You
wanna
put
know-
beans in yours? Do you
Yeah,
put
of
beans
course
in
I put
yours?
beans. I put capsicums, which I believe you guys call bell peppers. I put mince, which I believe you guys call burger meat. I put
Yeah.
fucking like smoked paprika, and
Yeah.
you know the
About
spice
the
stuff
same.
in there.
Is it tomato based?
Yeah, I put like diced tomatoes in there. Some
No,
tomato.
no. I asked if there was tomatoes in there.
I don't. I just buy a can diced tomatoes in a can.
No. I asked tomatoes in there.
Tomatoes.
There you
What's
go.
a tomato?
It's a tomato.
I know you idiot.
Shoot, man, where I'm from, we just call them maters.
Maters?
Yeah.
No,
So Simon,
Kyle.
what's the oldest comic book you got in your collection?
I think I've got a jumbo comics book. I think it's not as old as I think it's only 1947, maybe.
Oh, I don't even think I'm that old.
I've only got 2 Golden Age books. I've got a Batman book. I think the Sheena book, the jumbo comics book, is about 47, maybe. That's a guess.
Kyle, I'm
What
looking
about
right
you,
now because I'm
Wolf?
panicking. I'm panicking right now.
What's the oldest one you got, Wolf?
I'm panicking. I'm looking right now. Honest. It's like, hold on.
Cheers, Hialeah. Champ. I like to call
Hialeah.
Hialeah Champ because he's the comic goes champ. So are you once, Russ.
Let's see here. Let's see here. No. Let's see here. I'm seeing 1965. I don't think I have anything lower than that.
All right. Well, I'll fix that for you.
You really had me panicking. I'm looking like, oh my God, I'm going through my stack. Yeah, 1965, February of 1965. It's an Action Comics from February, number 321.
I've got stuff from every decade from the 1840s up. 1840s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the aughts, 20s, 30s.
They
Do you have
call
a
it
time machine or something?
He must
Didn't they
have.
call it the Platinum Age before the Golden Age?
Platinum before golden,
Yeah.
Victorian before platinum. The Victorian age is before that. The Victorian age is, I mean, if you look up in the Overstreet Price Guide, the guy that like Bob Beerbaum, who's trying to get me to replace him as the historian to tackle these things.
So in the Victorian age, were the comics or the cartoons more political?
That was the flavor of the day. I mean, because political satire magazine. The comic book, the way a comic book grew, was there used to just be broadside newspaper or single and then most of the time they just post those on a wall so the whole town could read them, or the town crier would read them out.
Right.
So the broadsides turned into 2-pagers because they stood on both sides. The 2-pagers turned into a 4-pager, like the 1795 Continental newspaper I have upstairs. You know, so you can pull it out and open it up, and it's a 4-page newspaper. And they started putting illustrations in it. Now, mind you, the illustrations were like woodcuts and then impressions of woodcuts, like the joiner die that Ben Franklin did and things like that. As Silas did
Make
good.
Bub's big. I want to see what Bub's. Did you get the chili, Bub?
Yeah, but
I don't have Bub's chili. Put your chili up. Stick your tongue. Oh, he's cheesed the top of it.
He's got cheese in it and stuff.
Oh, so did you buy that or did you make that at home?
I made it.
Oh,
Did you make it? Your
Can I
wife made
come
it.
over one day? If I
made
come
it.
over one day, can you make me chili?
Yeah, if that's all I have to do.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
The guy just
You gotta feed it to me.
he traveled half the planet or more to get to you, and as long as that's all I have to do is make you chili, yeah, I'll make you chili.
I'm gonna do a video
Exactly.
too. It'll be called Real American Chili. You don't
Even
have
though
to eat it on the same meal, man.
if you ask a Texan, you don't put beans in chili.
Sounds good.
No, chili does not have
Really?
beans. Yeah,
Really?
no, regular chili does not have beans.
But
Really?
normal chili
golden
does.
spoon.
Regular chili doesn't have beans.
Do you have
Check out
beans
the
in
golden
yours,
spoon.
Bob?
Is
You got
it?
beans in yours? Yeah, I put beans.
I dropped the link again. If Hialeah or Perry, if one of you guys want to jump in,
Midwestern chili.
One more.
Let's all come on, really blow him up because we all want him to eat his chili.
I think that's as big
I
as I
didn't
can
want him
make
to
them.
eat on the
Lick,
stream. I
lick
just wanted
that
to see
spoon,
him
Bob.
eat.
Lick
Lick the
that
golden
spoon like it's my.
Oh, man, you're scaring him off now.
Yeah. Lick that spoon like it's my belly button, baby.
Lick that spoon, the golden spoon.
So since he ducked out, you want to hear the rest of the
Yes, yes, I do.
So the Sunday Funnies came about eventually because they'd have satire magazines, and mind you, when magazines started out in the mid 1800s, they were just pure text. Well, then they started becoming textilios. That's where Obadiah Oldbuck, and that's where the brownies came from. Where it's like a big image and then some text about the story and then a big image on the page. And then they started scattering them in the stories a lot more through the 1800s. By the early 1900s, the comic book turned into the literal kids book, them oversized kids books, which again, if I was up in my library, I'd actually be showing you physical manifestations of the change. But like Foxy Grandpa and Buster Brown and stuff, they were on those big oversized books, like 11 by 17s or bigger than that. And then they started condensing those into Sunday Funnies into books, like in 1911 they did that with not the Gumps or whatever, I don't know, it's up there, it's up in my office, but they started condensing them down and found out they were popular. And then by the time the 30s hit, the big little book things were coming out, and again it was textilios and things like that in the big little books. And then came the Gaines Donenfeld experiment, which, if you are familiar with Gulf Funnies Weekly or Standard Oil comics from the 1930s, 34 years, which by then there were costume superheroes starting to come around, because who was the first costume superhero?
The Phantom.
Nope. Phantom didn't come out till 1938.
I know this.
No, you're thinking of Phantom Jr. Phantom Senior, Grandpa Phantom. He's from 1906.
I can show you a 1938 appearance of the Phantom, but it's still.
Don't you threaten me.
He came out before Superman, and he was so unpopular, as a costume hero, he didn't even get a header listing on the comics. And
really?
He's still unpopular.
So
we're like the only country that get Phantom comics.
Who is the first costume superhero from 1935?
I'm looking it up.
Don't look it up. That ain't no fair.
I know, but I don't know.
It's the Clock. That was the first costume superhero with powers. It's the Clock. But the Gaines Donenfeld experiment is when they were starting together All American Comics, which eventually merged into DC Comics and became all that before Wheeler Nick came around. They put out these giveaways, which were basically shrunk down versions of the Sunday Funnies, because by the teens, the Sunday Funnies were fold outs from the newspapers.
Okay, well, hold on. The Clock looks to me like he just wore a tuxedo and a mask and a hat.
More or less. But he had suits. So he's a costume.
Okay, I can see. Okay.
Hours. I mean, because you had characters came out.
I want to challenge. I'm with Old Wolf. I want to challenge this knowledge as potentially misleading.
Because, I mean, on a technicality,
he was
Buck
just eccentric. He liked to go to the opera. I don't know about this.
Buck Rogers came out before.
Mask.
Tarzan came out in the pulps in 1915.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin became a huge comic character, but the Gaines Donenfeld experiment, they did these giveaways, these premium giveaways, and by Gaines I literally mean Bill Gaines, the father of EC Comics, and Harry Donenfeld, the guy that created All American Comics. and they were getting an idea, and they did that 1933-34 experiment where they became popular. So they decided, okay, well, if these are going to do it, then we can sell them for a dime. So they folded them again, and when they folded them in half, they went, let's make a book out of this, but not a hardcover book. And then you got New Fun Comics.
Right. Okay.
And things like that. And then original comic ideas. So one thing just built to the other. So it started out in like 1841 when the ball really started rolling. And the modern comic book didn't show up. Like I've done let go of my 1930s Mickey Mouse mini premiums and things like that, which again were pre-standard format comics. But it's all just an amalgamation of the 4-pagers, the 8-pagers, the premiums, the magazine, kids magazine things. And they took all the ideas from that, squashed it down into what became the modern format comic book in 1935.
Right.
There's a brief history lesson. And again, if you want, I'll go up to my library and pull out examples from 1840.
In your brief history lesson, you just told us more than all our knowledge together.
Well, like I said, they've wanted me to write for Overstreet for years.
Bob's had shown something on my. What was that comic you showed on my collectible show and tell? It was like one of the rare times someone showed a comic on my stream because you're not supposed to. You had something from like the really old Bubs. Like a really old comic. Wasn't as old as Carl's shit, but like
I've got some stuff from the 30s, but I don't have
30s. I think it was from the 30s, maybe. But see, that was okay because I was like, I don't want people to bring comics onto a collectible show and tell, but since you've brought something that no one would have seen before, it was fine.
It was probably Phantom Jr.
I think it was an old Buck Rogers Kellogg's insert. Or it's not really a comic. Again, like Kyle says, more of a storybook.
I feel like it might have had a lady and a rocket on it.
Didn't they all have?
There you go.
Didn't they all have ladies with a rocket on them in those times?
I know I do.
I mean, if you want, I'll go pull out a 1938 Phantom that came out about the same time as Action Comics #1.
Do you have the first? Do you have the first Phantom? Because that's the only Phantom that's worth anything.
No, they're worth something, just not nearly as much as the first one.
Gore Vidal is a huge Phantom collector, and
I have
one.
like the 8th appearance Phantom. So here, I'm just gonna take the camera upstairs with me. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I want to see this.
Are we doing it Blair Witch style?
That movie pissed me off so bad. Honest to God.
Was Blair a friend of yours?
It's first
No,
day.
because the Blair Witch Trial, if you watch that, they jump over a little river, all back and forth, we can't get out of the woods. Jump over the river. We'll walk this way. Let's go back this way. Jump over the river. Go back to the whole friggin' movie. Why didn't they just follow the river, either up or down, to find the end of the friggin' river, and you can get out of the woods? The whole movie just like
it was well done for its time. All right, you try to watch the new Blair Witch where they pretend that they have cameras on them, and it's not done very well. The original Blair Witch was done well. I watched the Barbarian last night. Any of you guys seen that? It's like a new horror film. Barbarian. Yeah. Anyone?
Is that the one in the house in the cellar and the guy who you think is the bad guy is not the bad guy?
Yeah. You see that?
No, I saw an explanation of the movie.
Did you say the Bavarian?
I'll be right back, guys.
Barbarian.
Right. Barbarian.
The Bavarian, like cream?
Look at it. Oh, look at this place.
Barbarian, like the Conan. Sorry.
Are those long boxes or short boxes? Those are good short boxes.
Yeah. They're the long or short. I think they're Benties.
The first Buck Rogers.
Ooh.
No, so it's about this like couple who hire like an Airbnb, and they go down the cellar, and then the cellar has a door that goes even deeper down, which has another door that goes even deeper down, and they just keep going, and then down underneath the house, deep down underneath the house, there's some weird shit.
But why is it called a Barbarian?
I got a feeling I know why it's called Barbarian, because I guess spoiler alert, the thing that's down there, the way it was kind of I guess created was kind of very barbarian like. I guess.
Oh.
I think.
Can I ask you a question?
The barbarians.
Why do you do this all the time? Why are you doing this?
Allowed.
That's
No
my new
questions
thing.
allowed.
It's my new thing. I don't know. It's like
I'm telling you,
I'm
you
always
need to have a hat that says press. You need to have a hat like a hat like a fedora with press on the side here, and then it's like it looked like somebody from the 30s who doing. Oh, I love that shirt. Look at that. You're the only one that has that shirt.
I know, one of one. Don't make any more. Don't make
No,
any
you
more.
can
If
actually
make
you can
any
buy.
more,
You can buy. You see that one I made by hand. The other ones you can buy from like not me.
oh, that's
I'm
made
not
properly. Oh, if anyone else rocks this shirt, I'm burning this one. I'm done with it.
No,
No,
it's on Teespring. You can get it on Teespring.
Somebody wake Russ up. If Kyle loses 1 more inch of his waistline, we're gonna have a content strike. There we
you
go.
Nobody go, Simon. Nobody goes on my site to buy a shirt, so you're pretty safe on having the only
have
one
a
that makes
site?
that one. Yeah. If you go to my descriptions, it's the first thing on my description. Wait a minute, hold on. If you watch my channel, the first thing on my
When was the last time you put a video out? Didn't you cancel the last 6 videos you had?
No, I put one every. I try to put one every Thursday. And if I don't,
week, there's no train wreck. Every week, train wreck is canceled.
Yeah. All I do, I'm subscribed to him just to find out the cancellation of the week.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, good for me.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for me. Yeah.
Everyone else has their mic right up to their face. That's what I'm trying
Good
to do.
for
See, I'm
you.
trying to do both.
All right, you want a quick walk through history?
Yes.
Can we do a brisk jog? I kind of have some things to do later.
All right. I probably have to wait for Russ to get back to blow me up, but there's a 1795 Continental newspaper.
Well, it's good to see you're treating it so well.
I preserve everything, but if else, I'll actually take this out and let you hold it and smell it. If you're thinking old Continental's great, try 1895 newspaper. Which again, still ain't that old to me.
No kidding.
1795.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, Russ gonna have to blow me up again, or that stuff's just not gonna show up. You ain't gonna be able to see the finer details. And give me a quick look. This is like the 8th appearance of the Phantom.
Oh, there you go. Blow that up.
And he doesn't even.
Russ is busy blowing up another room in the house.
Oh yeah, he's going to his own room.
Can't come back.
Quit. There you go. But yeah, he's so minimal at the time he doesn't even get cover credit. Buffy, stop. He's not even acknowledged.
Oh, great. I'm getting spam texts now. Someone's trying to get me to buy some sort of embroidered thong.
Ooh,
Seems
imagine that.
too thick. The material seems too thick to be comfortable.
Well, if you want to, I'll put my face on a thong just for you.
This is terrible. Hey, there's a Young Wolf T-shirt there for $18. What do you mean it's a one of one?
Because that one's handmade. Yours won't be handmade.
Who do you
Yeah, but
think's
it doesn't
making
matter.
this
As
one?
soon as
No. I at one time. Oh, there you go. 10 setup.
October 1838.
see this, I've actually. Oh wait, where's the image? I've actually got this in my house. A pillow.
Do you use it as your knee pillow?
No.
I like
Fair
that it
enough.
has white corners because you could use it 4 nights and never use the same corner twice. You can be able to identify each corner.
There
after
is
use.
my t-shirt. How dare you, Old Wolf? Take this design down right now.
See how it's basically Sunday Funnies put together?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in color. That thing.
Yeah. So,
What year is this again?
October of 1948 was on Dan's in July 1948.
48. I thought you were
Or
going to show us
38.
something from the
38,
01.
not
Ah, it's
48,
a
38, 38.
So there's the Phantom. Look, he's not the whole thing. I mean, he is, but his alter ego is there. And then you
What's
get
the alter
into
ego?
more of
Billy
that.
Zane?
Yeah, there you go. Billy
Billy
Zane.
Zane?
But yeah, and there we have the Phantom in 1938. Let's see. There we go.
Does it show his iconic diagonally striped underwear?
I don't think he stands up in this issue.
Lazy
Oh,
Phantoms.
well, there you go. Yeah, it does.
There we go.
Nice.
See now, if I go to move this, I cover up where I can see.
Well done.
Russ, did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
All right, blow me up a little bit. I'll show you what the Phantom looked like in 1938.
All right.
That's the Phantom in 1938.
It looks just like the Phantom now.
Yeah. And again, that's not pre-Superman, but it's also like his 9th appearance because the predates Superman. So anybody looking for like the 8th or 9th appearance of the Phantom, I've got it and I can pass it on, but for the right price, trade, whatever. But since I showed the newest one, mind you, that's the newest thing I grabbed was 1938. All the other things predate this. So
Is downstairs and where you are your proverbial man cave, or is it like go on past this?
this is my library. I mean, I have 7 bookshelves.
He's got a door, Old Wolf, that goes down, and then there's another door that keeps going down.
But
down.
It's very barbaric.
But yeah, I just call this my library. I don't even have a man cave. I just have an old library. But you know, there's a
1795
4-page newspaper. So, and again, I'll take it out if people.
Wait, but how is this? Is this newspaper comic related or not?
This is how I went from where I first started to broadsides to 2-pagers to 4-pagers to how it became comic books.
I see.
But there were no comic books if this didn't happen, if a learning process didn't happen. So now I'm going to jump from 1795. Let's just jump up into the 19. This is 1905.
Foxy Grandma.
Foxy
Grandpa, not grandma. Does that look like a woman to you?
I don't know.
Answer that.
This is how comic books. They were called comic books because they used to be books. I mean, they're flimsy books, but they're like vellum paper and things like that. And then the Mutt and Jeff, I brain farted before. Mutt and Jeff started in 1911.
Oh yeah.
So even though for years they went on through the comics, but then you jump up to 1917. This is how comic books looked in 1917.
Major Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
No, Buster Keaton.
And
Nice try, old
any
man.
manga fans here?
MAGA?
Manga.
My girlfriend is.
Manga goes back to the turn of the century. Actually, here's some 1924 Gigi manga.
That art's pretty interesting.
Wow.
This is 1924. Here's 1926. This is the birth of manga. Now, Gigi manga started in 1905, but modern Gigi manga.
There's titties on that page.
But that's manga from 1926. So, yes, look at you catching them titties.
Well done.
Sorry, Russ.
1920.
Kind of looks
It's
like a
like
withered
Simon
pickle,
with the
but
eagle
yeah.
eye.
We're looking at history, and all he sees is two titties.
And I talked about the Gaines down in Philly experiment. This is where they took the 4-pagers and they took these Standard Oil comics, and these were premiums given away at gas stations.
Yeah.
You know, Standard Oil basically paid for them. Now, here's a fun
things
one.
away at gas stations, but his back started hurting.
Here's a Gulf Bunny Weekly in much better condition, but you know, Europe's
Wait, so when's
famous
that?
broadcast
When was that
stars.
one?
Check this. You want to know when it was? It's date stamped.
34 in
1984.
colors. Like when did they go from when did they add color to things?
Add color to it, like in the 1880s.
So a long time ago.
Remember, it
So-
was only
that
the
old.
1990s when Australia got comics with color.
Yeah. But these are part of the Gaines down in Philly experiment.
It's true. It's true.
Those are awesome.
Most of the overseas stuff is done in black and white.
Yeah.
But
yeah, these are part of the Gaines Donenfeld experiment where they decided to, okay, we're going to fold these down a little bit more. And a year later, Standard Oil and Gulf Funny Weeklies turned into New Funnies.
And they made a book.
But then
Don't jump ahead of the story, Tony.
Within 3 years of that, stuff like this was out, you know. And then I don't know where I got it set, but I had one of them Mickey Mouse premiums I was going to grab, but that's buried in the box back here. I know where it is. Hold on. It ain't buried that far. It's right here.
Dude,
I'd be
I thought I
hilarious
had
if
a
you started
collection.
walking down steps right then. Like just
Walk down the steps, took a left. Walk down the steps, took a left. Walk down the steps, took a left. But honest, I thought I had a collection. Shite.
These are going up. These are going up to my buddy in Montreal, but like there's issue number 4 of Mickey Mouse magazine from February 1934. I just traded away issue 2, so but it started out a small thing and they were premiums sponsored by things. And this was sitting on top of it. I got pictures from Elvis's last concert.
That's his last concert?
Yep. Last concert in Indianapolis, Indiana. That handed my dad that towel right there.
Dang.
But yeah, comic books went from this to then when Mickey Mouse magazine got a little bit bigger, it actually got larger than a Golden Age comic. And then Mickey Mouse became Walt Disney Comics and Stories in 1941. But that was years after this started in 1933.
Wow.
That's a real quick walk through history because I got tubs and boxes and
That's
everything.
awesome, man.
Through this.
Where do
But
you
I
find
showed
like the newspaper stuff? Are you buying them off like comic groups or eBay? Where do you get those?
I've never bought anything off a comic group. It's all been eBay or just personal finds.
PSN was asking earlier if you had anything Incredible Hulk related.
Well, can't you see it behind me?
Yeah, I can see the Hulk right over his left shoulder there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's like a Hulk box.
He means the Hulk from the 1930s.
The Hulk from the
He's a little
1930s.
less incredible.
Kyle,
but
don't
he's
try
still
too hard. He's just busting your ass.
Yeah, I mean, Zemu the Titan was a Hulk. What Hulk you want to see?
Yeah,
He said Incredible Hulk in the comment.
PlayStation Network. Let's hear it.
If anything, well, let's see. I don't know. Let's
If anything.
let me put this back up.
Carefully. Yeah, that'll do. That's about how I pack Simon's box this morning.
Incredible. Huh. Do I have anything Incredible Hulk?
I'm going to go with yes, a box.
Though, mind you, my 180 is actually sitting at tab back there to be traded to Comics
Is
Journal.
that the 180 as in the real first appearance of Wolverine?
Yeah.
The very one.
You want to see a high grade raw copy? How about on a technicality, issue number 7 of the Incredible Hulk?
Oh wow.
Nice.
Tales to Astonish 60 when Kirby was still doing him. Kirby and Ditko were still doing him. Let's get my favorite Hulk cover here.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, let's see. I don't know if I have these all screwed up. I don't know if I have the autographed ones. Nope. My autographed ones are over in the other box. So, yeah, you get the idea. That's all either Hulk or She-Hulk.
I've got a Berserker box. I'm going to put all my Keanu Reeves related comic books in there.
Your 300 copies of Berserker.
I got my Berserker box. Mark gave it to me.
I got a few Bill and Ted comics, so I'm going to put them in there as well.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Dude, I just want to say, we've been collecting in this little column right here. We've been collecting, and this gentleman here, Kyle, puts us to shame.
Yeah. It's Berserker.
Well, everyone has their things that they collect, right? So you said, Old Wolf, you've got quite the collection, you said, right? Which you do, but you don't really go and collect the older stuff. Like you're more like you collect the stuff from your generation and modern, I guess, as well.
Yeah, I don't go as deep. I don't go as deep as Kyle does. I mean, he goes deep. There you go, 180 right there.
Oh, there it is. For everyone who doesn't know, that is the first full appearance of Wolverine. I learned that from Bub's Comics.
Yeah, but that's the last page, right?
Yeah, but it's full body, and it even says his
pops
name.
up in other things too.
Don't yell at me. I'm sensitive.
Side shots. His cameos or side pictures of him earlier, but yeah, there's the first one.
Kyle, can you please read the bubbles in your best Wolverine voice to that panel, please?
Well, there's a panel before. All right, you freaks, just hold it, huh? If you really want to tangle with someone, why not try your luck against the Wolverine? I can't do it.
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine. All right. Hey,
and he pops up on pages before that.
First appearance.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it was just like the last page. That's what I'm saying. No,
and he's on pages before then, but it's in shadow and stuff. If he was in nothing but shadow.
I'll give you an example of what a cameo. I'll give you an example of what a cameo should be, right? So the first appearance of Punchline.
That's a nice one.
Wow.
That's the Steranko, right?
Yeah, that's Steranko. These are going to Comic Journey.
All right, Simon, go for it.
All right, so I was going to say, so a cameo appearance should be something like the first Punchline, for example, is Batman 89. That's a cameo. Or you don't see her, you just see her mouth in one part. You don't see, like, if you see the full body, if you see them, that's called a full appearance, full, head to toe. If you only see a little bit of them, they're in the shadows, that's a cameo to me. But if you see what they look like, full representation, and they even say their name, that's a full appearance. It's like apparently Red Sonja's first appearance. Like Red Sonja has 2 cameo appearances. Apparently, first cameos because she doesn't say her name, but you see it's not until her third appearance she says her name, and they're like, "Oh, that's her first full appearance because you know her name." Well, that's stupid. You saw her full. Well, she wasn't really clothed, but full in the other 2 issues. That should be.
Was it lick-worthy?
Oh,
wait a minute. Hold on.
Was it lick-worthy?
I'm sure they are.
Some of those first appearances get tricky, man. Like Mystique's first appearance was like over a course of 3 different books. It's crazy.
Wow.
All right. So does anybody out here have musical taste? Because I always love showing this off when I'm showing off the library. Anybody like The Clash?
Of course.
Yeah, I used to play in a punk band.
Yeah.
There's London Calling. There's an original jukebox listing for London Calling. Why I'm showing this London Calling, and a guest I'm going to have on an upcoming show on my Wednesday with Gray show, Mick Jones from Clash and Dynamite's a big comic book nerd. So I pulled this off the wall. Here's 2000 AD he sent me.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
And it's from 8 December 79. The in England of London Calling, the album. So he picked that out and signed it and sent it to me. And then I'm going to have Mick Jones on the Wednesday show I do with Graham shooting the shit about old comic book.
Really?
Love.
That'd be cool.
That's crazy.
Yep. So there's cool points. I hung out with punk rock stars. So and on my way back down, I'll show my Sex Pistols records.
Okay, Kyle, you realize you
got-
are now sitting with a punk music star right now.
Yeah.
Simon was in The Worst, which was
The
like
Worst.
a big punk rock band in Australia.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
Punk rock
Huge.
Simon.
He's got he's got a shelf full of cassettes. He will gladly send you.
I've only got 4 of those cassettes. It's funny because I remember when I used to, before comics, obviously a long time ago, I used to collect records, and it's funny because back then, even when I collected a record, I always wanted to get like an original pressing. I never wanted like reissue, remastered crap. To me, I was like, no, I want to hear the record that came out back then because I want to hear what it sounded like back then, not your remastered reissue 180 gram bullshit. I wanted like the original. So my Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Bollocks, was like I think a New Zealand pressing, but like from back when it first came out. But yeah, I did video with all my records with Grey Man. I went through all my records with Grey Man, and he was just like, "What is this crap?"
So Simon, since you have all that music and everything, why don't you ever just like do a video with your music?
I could potentially, but I feel like the music I listened to was very niche because I guess when I was in my little punk, world, I was very much a music snob. So anything that was semi-popular, like even bands like Rus, I'm sure likes a lot of popular metal bands, and to me, they're like too big. Anyone that was semi-popular, semi-mainstream, even if it was like an underground genre, I wasn't into. I wanted to listen to stuff that you haven't heard of, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a quick musical tour of some of the stuff I have up here.
Dude, you got a museum.
There's my wife, drawn by Romeo Tango, as Wonder Woman.
Your wife's Wonder Woman?
Yeah, Romeo did my wife as Wonder Woman there.
I got to get you on Collectible Show and Tell eventually, Kyle. Because Grey Man kept telling me.
When I worked with Michelle Branch in Lifehouse,
Wow.
#1 pop band in 2001. Pick a genre.
Yeah, do it up.
Stuff I did with Eddie Money. Here you go, Simon.
What's that? Oh, nice.
A Virgin Records original.
I was gonna say, what's with the record? Is that like one of those platinum record things that they get? What is
The
that?
silver record behind it's a 1932 silver. It's an original silver
That
record.
looks sick.
It's just a record. It's just a display. I still got to put color behind it. Then, if you like music, there's a random piece of ephemera.
Wait,
Did you
Peter
rip it off
Gabriel,
the
doesn't
door?
he do? Does he do Sledgehammer? Peter Gabriel? Was that
Yeah.
Was that Peter Gabriel?
And
That was like one of my
there's a
favorite
Jerry
songs as a kid.
Lewis picture disc.
Hey, wait a minute. Kyle, when you got that, did you rip it off the wall? His dressing room sign?
I put it there. I took it back down.
Right, there you go.
My stuff from Rick Springfield. I don't think there's enough light right here to figure out, but Morris signed that right there for me. So a little
Go for
Morris
it, Jackson.
Absolutely, Jackson. Feel free, bro.
tour stuff with the Kings of Leon. You see set list and stuff like that. Rarely will you see actual bands. I tend
Were you a roadie?
I'll get into it later.
Okay.
There's Arlo Guthrie. Me and Arlo Guthrie dicking around.
Nice.
You like country music? There's me and Roy Clark dicking around.
He was an excellent guitar player.
Show me that photo. Wait, go back to that. Okay, these are
Me and
young Kyle
Muse.
photos.
Me and Muse, Peter Mayhew.
Oh, wait,
Brian
did you
O'Hara.
say Muse?
Wow.
Did you say Muse?
Yeah,
That's
Jason
like
Mewes.
Sarah's favorite band.
There's On Tour with Usher. There's Everclear and my daughter. Art Alazakis from Everclear and my daughter.
You
And my
can
niece.
live beside the ocean.
John Wayne, Eddie McCain, OK Go before they got signed. That's one of their demos when they were trying to get me to manage them. So, yeah, some of my picks. There's a little bit of Van Halen, Cheap
Trick.
pick that Rick handed me. Yeah, I'm giving Nauman one of my stage play Cheap Trick picks. So there's a quick look at some of my music swag.
Dude, you got a
And I
history.
was never technically a roadie. Glorified chaperone, bodyguard, band manager, yeah, but never a roadie.
You got a history right there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of history. I'm an old Marine. I got stories to go with that too, but most of it I'm not allowed to hang up, or there wouldn't be room on any walls in the house. So I get my little cubby hole. There's a Norman Reedus 8x10 signed I got for her.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
There's another one of my bookshelves down here. I got bookshelves in like every other room, but that's some of my stuff. So, ta-da. There, I showed off a few things.
Ta-da.
So-
Really? All you said was ta-da?
Yeah. And like, that's full of swag, original paintings, action figures, stuff like that. That's all swag. Just with nowhere to put it. There's my 6-foot dragon, animatronic dragon. So I got some stuff. I've done some collecting over the years. But
Fuck
that's
me,
quick.
yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a quick peek. I didn't even open my goodie box, but yeah, that'll give you a general idea.
What's in your goodie box?
Oh, coinage that goes back over 2,000 years.
Did you say 2000?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said 2,000 years.
Yeah. Fossils that go back a couple million. Yeah.
Simon, I think you could do a show with him every week. Show me 5 things. It's not
Graham
complicated.
Man was telling me that I got to get him on for a collectible show and tell. So you're definitely on the list, Carl.
I have to go wee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Carl's probably someone that can always get last minute too, right? Because a lot of the times when I organize those collectible show and tell stream, people can't do it. So I have to scramble. I have to find someone else. And then as it gets closer to the day, like once I get about 3-4 days out from the stream, I start to panic. I don't want to ask someone to do a stream when I only give them 3-4 days notice.
You can give me a
some people
day's notice. If
I
can
was
do it,
going to say, Carl, because anytime you see Mad Spidey or Zaz84 on the show, you know that I had no choice. I had to bring in my best friend, my buddies to fill in last minute. So
after I finish this cigarette, I'll go up and grab some of that coinage and some of the bills and some of the things like that.
Sarah is a big coin collector, so well, not a big.
I've got
her
handwritten letters. I've gotten 200-year-old handwritten letters. I've got a book from the French Royal Library that had a crest stamped in it that belonged to the King of France. So I got stuff.
Yeah, I don't have anything that's super old.
Do you like the band Everclear?
I like that Santa Monica song when it came out.
Yeah. But Art, one of the coins I got, Art gave to me because I wouldn't take money from people. Like if I was just glorified chaperone, and I hated taking from them. If I was just showing them around town or something. So they'd give me tips in different ways. So
my only thing was when I played. My only cool thing was when I did play in the band. I guess we got to support a lot of the bands that we kind of listened to. So like we supported The Exploited, we supported Anti-Nowhere League, The Casualties. So a lot of those bands were kind of like our idols coming up when we started making music. So was kind of cool to be able to support some of those bands. That was.
I'm
that's
guessing
interesting,
you've never heard of the '80s Midwestern punk band called Jot, right? Have you ever heard of Jot?
JOT. No.
J.O.T. Yeah, they
No,
were kind of regionally big, but I've sang on a punk record. I sang backup on a punk record before. And then
Nice.
with Arlo Guthrie, I've sang backup on a recording he did at Alice's Rock and Roll Restaurant. So, hey, you're muted
You're on
there,
mute.
Wolf.
You're on mute, old wolf.
You sang back up on Alice?
Not the original.
Oh.
I was just a kid when the original came out. No, he cut it in the early '90s. He cut a version of Alice's Rock and Roll Restaurant, and he turned it into like a 4-minute song without the rant. And the live recording of that, I'm singing backup on.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's Alice's Restaurant is a big deal. At least to me, it's my it's my time.
What state you in, Wolfie?
Massachusetts.
I'm in Indianapolis. But no, he came through Indianapolis and did a recording thing, and I happened to be there, and I could happen to be able to sing, so I sang backup on. If you pull up Alice's Rock and Roll Restaurant on YouTube or whatever, it'll just be the single.
Yeah.
But it's like a 4-minute version, without all the Group W bench speak and all that. It's a rock and roll version. And one of the guy singers in the back of that is me.
That's awesome.
So, because I'm a schmoozer. I'm that guy. I'm the guy they hang out with. That's why I said I never really had a title. If I ever really had a title with other bands I managed where I actually exchanged money, like I was contracted to get money, but most of the guys I just befriended, hung out with, they'd come to my house. We'd sit down and write poetry. I'd give them a home cooked meal, get them off the road, get their feet massaged or whatever.
Small room and tons of books. Nice tiger. I like that, Jackson. Yeah, we got these cassettes done recently from this guy in Germany. He reached out and was like, "Hey, can we put your music on tapes?" And I was like, "Sure." We're not a band anymore, so sure. If we're still promoting the music, that's fine. So they put 2 of our EPs on a cassette tape. It's weird that cassette tapes have kind of become popular again because you can't
get a player.
I can't play it. I don't have a player. I've got an old 80s tape deck, an Onkyo one. It's like a stereo cabinet, but it doesn't work. It chews tapes. So I need to get it fixed. But those things apparently cost a lot of money to fix. And
when I go inside, I'll show you what I got for Christmas. I got a new record player that's got like a CD, cassette, and all that shit in it. I got all that dug out. Then I'll show you another CD where I wrote a song that was produced by Quincy Jones on it. So
I've only got 3 Golden Age books total.
You got them?
Yeah, I got them right here. I went and got them right quick. This is at Action Comics. It was issue 57.
Nice.
This is the one that was A-OK to me by Kavi, Comic Books NYC.
Yeah, you want to trade it?
No.
I am kidding.
No.
I don't.
He's a big Superman fan.
This is I'm a huge Superman fan, and this was like, to me, getting this was like holding a piece of Superman history.
There you
it's
go.
Probably like the oldest Superman book I'm ever gonna have.
What year is it?
It says on the post-it note it's 1943 from February.
Okay. I can't go older than that, but when I go back, I'm gonna go back upstairs for you because
it says that this is the third cover appearance of Lois Lane. So this was only the 3rd time she's been on the cover.
And the dress matches the box.
And, I got this one. I think I got this from Metarog. It's Little Al of the FBI. I won this in one of his giveaways.
Oh, that's sweet. Fiddler.
I wasn't planning on going back upstairs, but it looks like I'm gonna.
I've got a book that I got from Night Tiger.
Before you go upstairs.
Pay.
Oh, that's sweet too.
Yeah.
Does not pay.
But that's the extent of my golden age.
Kyle, when I was I was watching you guys for a little while without the volume on, and you were pulling out lemon juice and hot sauce and
I was gonna do a Worcestershire shot. I was gonna mix it all up and do a shot of
Someone has to pay $185 for that.
Yeah. Here, let's look at some things while I'm in here. Here's some cassettes and 8-tracks and stuff I just pulled out
Pop 'em big. Pop 'em big.
that are just they're just sitting around because good to do. There's just boxes of cassettes and 8-tracks and stuff. Look, how about a little R. Kelly bump and grind? How about some Hanson Mbop? There's a gift from my wife. It's a record player, all that. It's got cassette player on the side.
Hey, I just saw the Crow soundtrack. The Crow soundtrack.
The Crow soundtrack.
Yeah,
There you go.
have that.
Yeah, baby.
Devil soundtrack. Mix project after. There's Mick Jones. The mix project after the Clash. Big Audio Dynamite here.
Dude.
Let's see here. Oh, let's grab this CD.
What's up, Fish Cat?
I wrote this song, and then these guys changed the arrangement, but Kenny Babyface Edmonds is from here in town and did a thing with L.A. Reid, and they had LaFace Productions, and Kenny's little brother was the main producer. But one day, we're laying down some tracks for this guy I'm working with. He's playing a song I wrote. They did some guitar arrangements on it, so they got joint credit. But I'm sitting in the mixing room with Babyface's little brother, Kenny Edmonds, and Quincy Jones, and they all had recording that song. Wrong side. That'd be my name right there.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And that was produced by Quincy Jones. So I have a recording produced by Quincy Jones. Even though Quincy barely did anything, but I don't care. I can still say, hey, I wrote
still say it. That's right.
Jones. So, all right, I'm going to mute this so I don't hobble upstairs, so I don't make a bunch of noise hobbling upstairs, but then I'll dig out some coinage and something, pull out something else for Russ to see.
What can I find? I need to pee really bad, but can I find anything? I don't know.
You've got a Golden Age Batman, don't you, Simon?
I do have a Golden Age Batman.
I just traded Batman 15 from 1943, the machine gun cover. I just traded that away.
For what?
Oh, giant size X-Men 1 and some other stuff.
Kyle,
Nice.
what was the Toto song on that? Jackson wants to know. Jesus, old wolf, calm down.
Toto song on what?
Wait, you didn't see me when I opened it?
He did a Toto cover on one of the tracks he did. I can't even remember which one it was. So I'll look at it again when I go downstairs. But
Dude, this house is a
gonna
museum. Go pee.
All right.
I did. Just all you have to do is mute it and go do a strong stream. That's all you have to do.
I'm not going to mute it.
any fans of the Tubes? Speaking of
Yes. She's a lady. Oh,
here's one of the tour posters signed by everybody to me.
nice.
There's some stage shots with V.
What year is that?
2001. Then there's a costume change on the bottom here that I got the jacket to sitting over here. So, Jim Stranko fans, down. There's a limited Jim Stranko poster from like 77. Autographed by Stranko and Maxwell, limited to 250. So,
What the hell? How the hell did you get that?
just talking to people that had it and got it. Trades, buys, who knows?
Dang.
Oh, let me put this in here real quick because I'm pretty sure what I'm looking for. Nope. It is in this one. Nope, it's not. In that one. All right. Which way did I put those?
Fuck, I'm toasted.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll look it up, PSN.
Oh, what's Evil Dead Rise? Is that new?
I think it must be.
Oh, I saw the trailer. It's got some lady in it who I think she gets possessed or some shit.
Is Campbell in it?
I didn't see
I
him
would
in the
imagine.
trailer. I didn't see him in the trailer. I think it's
Oh,
like a
really?
new thing. I think
Okay.
it's new.
Like a complete reboot.
Yeah, maybe. But I feel like people get upset about that. They're like, but why is But you know what? Eventually you have
Because
to
you know
make
why?
Yeah, it would be hard to picture Evil Dead.
Evil
without
Dead
Bruce
2 is a
Campbell, though.
classic. Evil Dead 2 is
Yeah.
a classic. I'm sorry. It is.
I love
Hey,
Army of
let me
Darkness,
ask you
too.
something. Right? Evil Dead 2, because I remember last time I watched them, right? Evil Dead 2 is almost the same movie. Is
Yeah, it's
Evil
pretty
Dead
much
2
a rehash
remake
of
of number
the
one?
first one.
Is that what it is? Is it a remake? Because that's bizarre.
I don't know if it's considered a remake or not.
Yeah, but
but
yeah,
it's
I think
pretty
it's
much
it's
didn't it
the same
follow?
thing. Because I
Because
remember
they
watching it, and I was
changed
like,
a
why
few
is he going back to the
actors.
house? And then the same shit sort of happens. Which is the one where he drinks the kettle? Because there's all the little ashes inside of him, and he drinks the boiling water. Which one's that? Is that 2 or 3?
Is that
It
2?
might have been Army of Darkness.
Alright.
I can't
Oh,
remember because it's been a while since I've seen them.
I think we have to do a whole marathon.
Here's something you don't see every day: an original Thimble Theater comic strip.
No, it's
Original Deadlight
1938.
cigar before he died in 1938.
Yeah, it's 1938. You don't see that every day because nobody has that other than you.
I have like 12 of these. So, and speaking of down under, how about the Sydney Sunday Telegraph
Oh wow!
from May of 1943?
In color.
Color.
Original Superman. And then June of 1943.
So those are all
Original
Australian?
Superman. That's from
That's
the
awesome.
Sunday Telegraph, Australia. But Russ, you get first dibs if you want to trade for one of these 1943 original Superman.
The thing is, what do we have that could trade for that? You know what I'm saying? I know I don't have anything you want that would trade for that.
There's a 1940 full size. Sydney. I've traded away one of these already. Guy's got the original story of that from Action Comics.
What did you
I would
take for
say
that?
that 95% of my collection are $1 books from the 90s.
Yeah, we have nothing that you would trade for that for. We can only envy you.
There's a little cross pollinating here.
Oh,
There's an Augustus Flavius bronze Holy Roman Empire coin from like 420. For any of you pot smokers out there. So,
How do you get that?
well, this was a gift from Red Ellis from Everclear because I don't take money from him, and he had picked this up and he just gave it to me. So Art just gave me that.
I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but it's Natrix is a coin collector.
Let's see. Here's a Jerusalem Widow's Mite, a 2,000-year from Jerusalem. That's Aramaic.
Oh, dang.
That's if you believe Christ was an actual human possibility, he's held that in his hand. That's how old that is.
that should be in a museum.
Yeah, it's in my gift box.
I'm
And
quoting
you go back before that.
Jones.
You go back before that, and there's Sumerian coinage that goes back about 2,500 years. So, technically, the rarest coin I got is like this 19 dime,
It's a dime.
which nothing fancy, right? You can find all them Holy Roman Empire coins and stuff like that.
But
How many dimes can you find that have no strike on the back?
oh, that's a big one.
those are never supposed to leave the print. They're never supposed to leave the mint. So that's incredibly rare.
That's a big one.
But yeah, I'm not gonna sit and go through all this, but I got boxes of comics, I got boxes of old historical coinage, currency albums. Here's a full run of undistributed 91, 92 Russian rubles as communism fell.
Are they still legal tenure?
So they were never legal tender. These were printed for the Communist Party and then they folded. So
Right.
they were never supposed to leave Russia, but of course they have them. Here's a trick question for you, or see if we can get it loaded. What country is that from?
I'm going to say Korea.
Which one?
South.
Nope.
North.
That's North Korean money right there.
I only said north because you said south.
Yeah. But yeah, there's from all around the world there. There's
Simon, do that again, Simon.
What am I doing?
Do that stretch again.
The what?
World War
Look at
One.
my face.
World
I look
War
awesome.
currencies, time currencies, pangos, rubles, Reichsmarks.
Are you sure you're not like a secret agent that has stashes? So when you like leave, you take off and disappear, you have money.
If you seen me on some of them lives, rumor has it I am one of those guys.
But get this, I'll be just looking up coins while you've been doing this, and check this out. There is an Australian dollar coin. I'm guessing this is a collectible. Make me big, Russ.
I'll do my best.
Okay, it looks like okay, Vegemite.
Hey, it's a legit coin. Look.
Vegemite coin.
All right, I have to ask you a question. There's Vegemite and there's something mite. Melmite.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about with this.
What's the difference? Well, I apologize. So what's the difference?
There's a check from 1864, an 1864 stamp.
Marmite's from the UK, and it's a little bit runnier.
Or
And it's a little bit different.
you know what that image is?
That is the Olympics.
Yep.
In I don't know where though. Moscow, 81.
Moscow 80, the boycotted Olympics that we never went to, but I've got a whole silver coin set from it.
Oh, so you are a secret agent.
Passed out to the teams, but I got one.
You're a secret agent. You are. You're a secret agent.
Am I?
Secret
Why would I have something? Why would I have something like this just sitting in my bookshelf next to me?
Yeah, see, there you go. You're a secret agent. We're all going to get killed now because we've verified he's a secret agent now.
From the Senate Armed Services Committee. This is from the Senate Armed Services Committee, so I don't know why I have that.
We don't either. We know nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So I tease during all the time that if I say the wrong thing, the NSA may be recording me, but I don't care if the NSA is watching right now. Are you ready? I don't care.
I saw Bubs.
We saw the private chat. We're watching, so I think we're good. No problem, Bub.
Yeah, there's been rumors, but again, that's just a bit part of my stuff. So yeah,
I think we're just touching the top of your whole stuff there. You got everything there. So, Simon, what do you have there?
All right, you ready for this? It's
I'm
not
ready.
quite as exciting. I'm pretty fucking cooked right now.
You're not even close. You've been drinking beer. How many? Like three cans?
It's hard cider. It's hard cider.
Okay, you're drinking an old apple. You're drinking an old apple. How many of you those? Three?
Anyway, so Mad Spidey came around the other night.
Did you give him my shirt?
And he had some. Yeah, I gave him your shirt. I gave him his Matilda art. He's like, I don't know why Old Wolf gave me the shirt because I bought one. He bought one.
I didn't know he bought one.
He did it while you were there, apparently.
I was drunk at the time.
That's why you should stop sipping, Old Wolf. Anyway, so these are a bunch of DC books that he gave me because he doesn't want them. They're like ones that came in mystery boxes, and anytime he gets DC books, he gives them to me. So they're nothing books. But let's go through them, right? Because I'm not going to show them in any other video.
Yeah, I want to see what these books are.
I've got DK3. I believe that's Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, 3.
Yeah.
Would you count this as a bondage cover? Because I would count that as a bondage cover. Ooh,
Yes,
ooh,
you
and a
would.
feet cover. That's for you, Russ. The
Ooh,
cover.
and a feet. Ooh, hey, did I tell you I got my nails done? You want to check them out?
Simon's secret
You-
impulses
you
are
can-
all coming out
can send
to
them
the
to me.
surface.
You can send me your. You can
I'll send you
me
my feet. There you go. Yeah, that is
Anyway,
a bondage
that's
feet
it.
cover.
That's going in the bondage cover collection. Thank you, Matt Spidey. The next one, we got some Power Girl. I'll put this in the I guess the cleavage collection.
Is that how you do it, Simon? Is that how you do it? Bondage box, cleavage box.
There's no cleavage box. There's definitely a bondage box, and there's a kiss cover box.
Somewhere there's a Rob Liefeld foot box.
I'm thinking about creating a leg box, like leg covers.
We're working our way up.
Yeah. There's a random Power Girl book there. We got this one's for Russ. This is a Super Suicide Squad. This is that's probably Bizarro, right? It's not. Is you reckon that's Superman or Bizarro? He looks very Superman-like, but he's crushing the head of Cyborg there.
You can't tell. No, you can't tell unless you see his S.
He could, if it's Superman, he could be on like Red K or something.
Or he could just be tripping.
Or you could just open the book open and read it.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. All right, and then I got this. I don't know what book this is, but I'm gonna guess it's a Batman book. This might be a ratio cover. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of Batman on it. Oh, look, Batman Beyond. I know that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that cover before.
Dude,
I got a feel.
Wait, what? It doesn't say on the side or anything what it is?
Say. I literally have to open this if I want to find
Open
out.
it.
So
Open it.
I'm not right now, man. I'm half drunk.
Ugh.
All right. Then we got one of these.
Get a
Wonder
tape
Woman
full and tear
Rebirth
it
issue 1. I got a feeling I've already got this. So if I do, Russ, that's in your next box. If I've already got
Hey,
that, that's yours.
Simon,
Sounds
hold
good,
that
bro.
up for a second since I just went and grabbed this. That's Liam's. That's actually the alternate cover to the original. And I just went over to my Montreal box. No joke. Now look, I had Liam sign that for Johnny. If you want, I can get Liam to sign it.
Yeah, that's look at that signature. That
I'm
signature's
buddies.
cool.
I'm buddies with Liam Sharp, so he'll be on the show coming up too.
That signature is cool. I like that signature. Very cool.
But that's why I was going to dig out some Liam autographs for when I was showing the Hulk, because I had him sign some of my Hulk books too. But that was ironic you pulled that one up, because I just pulled this one out, Montreal box open. When you showed the Batman, there's Dark Knight Triumphant, and there's just some name right there on it.
Oh, that's nice.
So that'd be a Frank Miller autograph. But I'm letting these go. So these are going bye-bye. These are already spoken for. Said I had Liam sign that for Johnny. And speaking of Johnny's, anybody know who Johnny Rabb is? Any fans of Collective Soul? I just did it with him a couple weeks ago. Sticks from that video shoot. So those are over there by there.
So you were on the video shoot for that?
Yeah. It was on a video shoot for the side project.
I can't even. So most of the coolest signatures I've probably ever got, I don't even know if I have them anymore. So, like, I had Chris Jericho's signature, I had Brock Lesnar's signature, I had Martina Hingis. Anyone know who Martina Hingis is?
The tennis player, yeah. So you a big wrestling fan?
I used to be like 20 years ago. I was a big wrestling fan.
Well, let me go grab a few wrestling.
I knew it was going to happen.
Here we go. Russ, I got three more books to show you, Russ. I got some Canto 3 Lionheart. This is the first issue, so I could potentially read this, but I haven't read Canto. Anyone read Canto? Heard it's good. Anyway,
I heard it's good.
This one,
I don't know.
I think you'll like this one, Russ. I think you'll like this one. This is Catwoman issue 12. This has got not only one of your favorite Catwoman, but also one of your favorite Batmen. This is Jim Ballant.
Oh,
Is that
that's
his
awesome,
name?
man.
I
That's
have
one of
that.
the from Night's End.
I have that.
Yeah.
That's a great storyline.
I have all of those.
I've got the full
Ballant.
Nightfall, but I'm still working on Night's End.
I'll go grab
And then this random book that no one cares about.
Wait a minute, put
Thanks,
it up.
Nightfall.
That's it's Domain. It's the main press. Domain.
Dark Dominion. I
That's
remember one time I bought a book off eBay and they gave me a free one of these. I don't think anyone cares about this book.
Yeah, yeah, nobody cared. It was a flash in a pan.
All right, what you got? I got my best signatures. I don't even know if I have any more.
I got a couple
few
of wrestling
WWE
signatures I can grab right quick.
Who's was it Victoria? Was she a wrestler? Victoria, I think her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had her signature, and I had Rob Van Dam's signature as well.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, RVD. That's right. Did you ever get into wrestling, Old Wolf? I don't like being big right now.
My wrestling, when I got to wrestling, you weren't born yet.
Excuse me. I was there when Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I was there too. Actually, I was at the first WrestleMania.
Yeah, Old Wolf was there, but he was like in his 40s already. What's going on, Tony?
Dude, I'm waiting for retirement. You kidding me? I'm so close to retirement.
Man, I was obsessed with wrestling for a while, man. So I liked the wrestling back in the 80s, like back Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. And then I lost interest. I grew up. I became a teenager. So, the whole thing was wrestling was fake. So people stopped caring. But then when I was probably around 15 or 16, there was on free to wear, they played some wrestling pay-per-view for free. And that was when I first got introduced to Stone Cold and The Rock and Mankind. And I watched this thing on TV and I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. And I got obsessed. I was obsessed up until my young
I remember when there wasn't no WWF. I remember when there was different
Pandas,
yeah, there was different things. And because it was like on the UHF. Do you guys know what UHF channels are?
Yeah.
Okay. So the UHF
we're
in the United States. I don't know if anybody else does. So the UHF channels had.
Ooh.
I've got a SoCal Val.
To Rusty. Who's Rusty?
To Rusty.
That's me, man.
That's Russ.
That's my legal name.
Rusty. Hey.
Man, I always thought Russ's name was Russell. And then when he told me it was Rusty, I was like, that's so cool. Like, Rusty's the cool, to me anyway, because no one's called Rusty in Australia. But to me, Rusty's a cool name.
I've got Madison Rain.
I don't know who that is.
Who cares? All we know is you're Rusty. That's all we care about.
Rusty.
And
Rusty.
Hey, Rusty, did you play trombone in the band?
Oh, I know who that is. Jeff Hardy's my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Rusty, did you play trombone in the band? Are you a rusty tromboner?
No, I've never been in the band.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, get Tony on, mate, to show some signatures, mate. He's the signature king, as it just says there. Anyway, what'd you got?
Oh, what's up, Tony?
I got 2 short boxes of regular signature comics. There's one of my Liam Swamp things that he did.
There's the link if you want to jump on, Tony.
So here's some of my favorite Liam autographs I got. There, he signed that right in the head of Death's Head there. Favorite Liam, though, is that one.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's an awesome cover.
Yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where's the signature? Oh, I have my hand over the signature. There's one. There's another one of the Hulks he did. Signed for me. All right. So the original cover, that's the original cover of that Wonder Woman. And that one's signed for me right there in the cape. I gave him a cooler one. So here's where he did Cyberspace 3000. That's a glow-in-the-dark cover. And that's autographed. Where do I have my finger on it? I thought it was, it's about under the 3000 there. Not bad. I only ever gone to one con before. I love this cover of Magic that he did. So you talked about Jim Ballant, Catwoman. How about Jim Ballant, Dick Giordano,
Oh, that's loaded. That fucking book's loaded.
Joe Duffy, Buzz. Just a load of autographs there.
I got that book, but nothing like that. Jeez, that's loaded.
Here's a silly DC book.
I got that one. I love that. I love that series.
Who did the art in that series?
I don't remember too long ago.
Perez?
I'll show you the original autograph, and then you tell me who it is.
Oh, Tom Holland.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's like done in pen, isn't it?
Yeah.
That signature.
I love that series.
Now, talking about Wonder Woman. There's the Wonder Woman relaunch.
Right?
Oh, nice. I've got that one.
You have that signed, but you don't have them signed.
No, I don't have a sign, but I've got the book.
No, I'm not talking to you. You're not showing your books. I'm not talking to you. You got that
I
signed?
got one here as well. I got one that'll blow your minds.
This was a gift from a friend of mine in Seattle. George signed that at Emerald City for me, and they called and said hi.
Oh, awesome, man.
So, any Turtles fans?
I was a fan of like the cartoon and the movies in the 90s, but I never got into the comics, the Turtles comics.
I read Summer Last Ronin. Wait, I've heard of that. Where have I heard of that? There's someone who used to always talk about that book.
This is the second series. The first series of Goobly Gook, the first appearance of the Turtles is on the back cover.
What's up,
this
Tony?
Is the second series, so Turtles are already out, but here's something you never see anymore. That would be Eastman and Laird's autograph side by side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't see Peter Laird doing a whole lot of signatures these days.
Peter Laird does not do signatures.
Harder one to get, right? I learned that from Asian Funk.
How about some Alice Cooper?
Yeah, I'll do some Alice Cooper.
And Neil Gaiman autographs.
Very cool.
Well, I think I saw you show that recently.
Yeah. See, I need to go get out my Kirby. I showed this one the other day when we were talking about.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right there.
Bill, my buddy Bill Field did one of the last interviews with Neil Adams. He did a book with him. There's my first Green Lantern Green Arrow signed by Neil Adams.
Nice.
So, but that was just over there since I went and pulled out wrestling. Here's Ashley Massaro.
Well, okay. Could you just open that up?
No, don't open it up.
I've never heard from
Otherwise, this stream is terminated.
WWE.
Yeah.
Just flip through the pages a little bit.
Ashley. Here's me and Ashley. She signed the book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see. Who's this weirdo?
Oh, man.
Oh, he did it forever.
Hey, legend.
Old Sacco.
Sacco.
There's my autograph Foley. And then here's one you don't see every day.
You're not going to see it ever again.
I know, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Didn't even sign it China. She signed it Joni Lauer. So
Didn't she?
that's
Wasn't she in some video with X-Pac?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did make a film.
Video with the X. Who hasn't?
She was the She-Hulk in one of them porns she did. Yeah, that's another batch of some of my stuff here. Let me go grab one more.
Dude, you got a museum over there. Honest to God.
I've got one, Russ. I got one to show you here.
All right.
And it
Right,
is
right.
all right. So Tony, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? Okay, hold on. You can't say you gotta. Okay, so I'm a wolf. He's Tony, right? Though I was a Tony before he was Tony.
You're old wolf. It's just like I'm Simon and Mad Spidey's Mad Spidey. All right, Tony. I know you got a lot of signatures. Have you got a Tom Taylor signature?
Tom Taylor? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, but does your Tom Taylor signature?
I have multiple Tom Taylor signatures. I think about it.
Yeah, me too. He's the easiest signature to get down here, right? So, but does your Tom Taylor signature say "For my bestie"?
It does.
That's right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just to prove to everyone who doesn't believe me when I say me and Tom Taylor are besties, there's the proof in the pudding right there.
Call him right now. Call him.
That's right. Yeah, he doesn't like.
See if you can get him on the stream, Simon.
You realize, Simon, if I ever see him in the States, I'm gonna make me his bestie, and I'm gonna have him write on that on my book.
You ask, do you know Simple Simon? You know the guy with the half red hair. He'll say,
I'm
yes.
gonna have
He'll
him
be like,
say, Tony, Old Wolf is my bestie, and Simon's my second.
He'll say, iPad guy. Hey, Tony, show us what you got, mate. You got some stuff? You prepared?
Yeah, I got a couple right here.
Yeah, let's get him on.
I heard we were talking Ninja Turtles, so I have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles authorized training manual.
Oh,
it tells you how to like do the moves with the weapons and stuff.
Have you tried?
Oh yeah, because this came out when I was a kid, so and I had siblings, so I was like, oh yeah,
That's
I'm
an
getting a
Eastman
stick.
remark, right?
It is. So
okay. Did Peter sign that, or is it after the breakup?
No, it was after the breakup.
Okay.
But of course, you had to go outside, get a stick, and do the Leonardo or Donatello move.
Hold on, switch back to me real quick so I can actually give him my undivided attention. I'm gonna show up a couple things and go downstairs.
What's up, Captain?
Captain, my captain.
So this is half of what I got. This is one part of what I got.
Oh, yeah. That book is a sore spot.
So
Hey,
yeah,
Kyle.
this plus the book is the same value was what that Batman 15 went for.
Hey, Kyle, my birthday is August 12th. So yeah, if you want to send that to me, I'll send
Here's
you
an
my
old
address.
Peter House of Secrets. Not much to look at. It's got a bunch of damn scribbling on it.
Nothing wrong with that.
By Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, man.
There's Bernie Wrightson scribble. Are you Batman fans? How about a little Shelley Moldoff with a remark? Remark Batman. Golden Age Batman.
Dude, that's awesome.
Artist Shelley Moldoff. And then while it was over there, what the hell?
Oh,
I swapped out one Jack Kirby autograph, but I got this still sealed 40-year-old pen set. Still sealed up.
Dude, you could like sell tickets for a house
Don't
tours,
you?
man.
He's got a museum. That's what he has. He has a museum.
Okay.
That's
That's
awesome,
it
man.
for me, but let me put these up. But I want to be back because when he shows his comics and stuff.
All right.
All
Yeah, I'll tell you what I got. I have two books here that I'm gonna be showing on my show for my 24-hour. One is, do you want to play with my box? And the other one is, do you want to play with my balls?
I want to be live for that.
You have to be. You have to. But you're gonna be. You're gonna be at your Christmas party.
I will make an appearance at one point. It won't be as long as I was hoping for. But if the Christmas party doesn't happen, then I'm there, mate. I'm there. All right, Tony, what you got? Let's go back to Tony.
There you go.
He's got the crown and everything, mate. He's
Yeah, man. Of course.
and the suit.
And
He prepared for this stream, mate.
And the Ascot tie, by the way. So I'm just saying, I don't mess around. I just sit here dressed like this in my basement, waiting for invitations.
You have a sad life, then.
I do. I'm a government employee. I don't have no life. So I've got a whole bunch of signatures on this one. Look at all these legends on here: Marv Wolfman, George Perez, Neil Adams,
right there.
Yeah, look at all these guys right here. And that is the Heroes Against Hunger.
Nice.
So this one is I thought I was done with this one because I couldn't fit anymore. And then who was it? Magic Lasso told me to keep going and he convinced me to do it. So
is there any more that you need to get on there?
That wasn't a Heroes Initiative. You just went and met them all.
I just went and met them all. Every single signature on here I have met in person.
Nice.
Hey, so is there any more you can put on there?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. There's like 60 people in that.
Yeah, but there's some that aren't with us and they passed a long time ago. So,
What's up?
Hey, I can help you check 2 off that list if you want to send that on to Tom, Kim, and Jander. Are married and sign that for you.
Yep, they're on here. Jerry Ordway, he's pretty popular on here. Speaking of Jerry Ordway, he's on this one. So these are blank comics. So I'm filling these blank comics, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, with signatures and sketches from anyone that's worked on any type of
any
title.
sketches in there?
Are those the ones?
Not this one. This one I just started. Yeah, this one's completely blank.
I have a friend down here. He bought like a stack of those, right? There's the Batman blank, Superman
Yep.
blank. So he bought like as many as he could, and you know what he does? He takes blank covers off other titles and puts them on there. So he's got like an X-Men. He gets an X-Men blank cover, takes off the cover and puts it on that. So then he gets commission art all X-Men in that. So he's got a whole bunch of different ones where he's married a different blank cover.
That's
to
pretty
that
cool,
blank.
actually.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. That's cool. Man, I don't even know. There's just so many.
So where are you at,
Just
Tony?
reach
You're
out and
not in
grab something.
Australia?
Just reach out and grab something.
No, I'm not in Australia. I'm in Pennsylvania. We got Tom King, David Finch, and Neil Adams on the DCBS Batman
Russ's
Rebirth
favorite.
variant.
Tom King.
Russ's favorite.
Man.
Yeah, I want that signature, man. I want that signature.
I have a
What? Tom King?
Yeah, I
Tom
want
King. So this one is pretty unique. This one, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but up at the top, it says from the personal collection of Scott Snyder. I almost said Zack Snyder, but it says from the personal collection of Scott Snyder. We have Greg Capullo, Jonathan Galpetton, Scott Snyder. Oh, just Scott Snyder. I thought it was somebody else.
So you broke in his house and took it while he
stole it.
went
He submitted to CBCS for me, and I got it. And
they call those pedigree books, right? When it's
I think it would be. I mean, I don't think they do pedigree collections anymore, but there is no
pedigrees
new
are collections, but that is a personal collection book, so that does count.
Yeah, so but it's not. It doesn't say pedigree only. It just says from the personal collection of Scott Snyder.
Yeah, pedigree is an actual collection you pull. You know, when he's dead and gone or whatever.
Okay.
Dead and gone or whatever.
Whatever.
The worst signature I ever got was what's his name? Boss Logic. I got a Boss Logic signature, right? So I got it on a Noctera issue 1, and he did a variant, and he writes it in black texter. And he goes, "Where do you want it?" And he points in a black area of the cover. I'm like, no. What? I was like, what? He literally writes it. You can barely see the signature because he's written it in like a black. It's a very black.
That's why you have to cut the bag. You have to cut the space in the bag.
Window. You got to do the window.
You got to do the window. You have to do the window.
Yeah, but Boss Logic was very up himself. He had like an entourage. He had like an entourage of like 10 people, right? So what I did was I was interviewing people at a convention. I interviewed Jamie Johnson, who was right next to Boss Logic, and it was right towards the end of the day. And I was like, I've got to interview Tom Taylor before I go. So Jamie's like, at the end of the interview, Jamie's like, you better catch Tom because he sometimes leaves early. So I literally walk right past Boss Logic and go straight to Tom Taylor. And apparently one of his entourage go, "Oh, don't worry, we don't want an interview anyway." And I was like, "Yeah, well, you're not getting one, so."
I was like, "That's great because you weren't on the schedule."
Yeah.
Mike Mayhew, homage cover.
Oh, that's sweet.
I like that. Oh, I
limited
like that cover.
to only 250
9.8
copies. So, and I got number, what is it, 169?
I've never seen that. I've never seen that cover.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I've seen a few of these ungraded, unslabbed, but I got a 9.8, so I'm pretty happy about that.
See, he's done putting on my collection. Shame. Look at you putting my collection.
Hey, you've got the X-Men. You've got the X-Men Titans book there, man. Show us that. The X-Men Titans.
I do. Book. It's not signed, but it's not yet anyway. I'm actually getting it signed this year. I'm getting it signed.
I sent one of those to Russ.
Chris Claremont is going to sign it for me.
I sent one of those to Gray Man, and I sent one of those to Russ.
Walt will sign that too. Get that with Walt. Walt will sign all over that.
I do see Walt all the time. The problem is his line is always out the door, wrapped around the building, and $60 just to stand in line. Not that he's not worth it; he's totally worth it. But I mean,
Tony, are you saying you're cheap?
I'm not cheap. I'll pay whatever you want for signature. It's just that when I'm at cons, especially the big ones, like time is of the essence. Like
everybody got a puke bucket handy. Y'all got a puke bucket handy?
Why?
Guess how much I paid for all my signatures combined?
If you say like half, like $50 or $20 or nothing.
Zero.
Most I've paid for one signature was $50, and that was Neil Adams.
Yeah. Neil Adams always pays.
The only signed book I've got is a Batman book that's got signed by Scott Snyder and James Tynion, and I paid maybe $60 for it.
The
Green
Neil
Lantern
Adams
Silver Surfer.
I just
Oh, that's
traded
awesome.
away the Chinese 1991 Neil Adams autograph Batman, the one of a kind. Just traded that away for $1,000.
Why is it
Sweet.
Chinese?
But I had
Why
like
is it-
7 or 8 Neil Adams autographs. But yeah,
Yeah, every time I went to Neil, it cost me $50 to do something.
Joe Stanton?
Actually, that's not true. I paid for Kevin Eastman when he came down here. Like normally, when you go to cons here, the comic book artists are free. They just have their own tables. They've got no line. No one knows who they are. But when Kevin Eastman came down, it was the first time that I was like, all right, I want to get him to sign one of my Turtles books. And I waited 4 hours. I think it was the worst. I waited for 4 hours, and the first hour I didn't move. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I did.
I was filming the
I did that for
convention,
Stan
and
Lee.
I got my cameraman. I was like, hey, man, I'm going to line up for this. Go film some footage of the con. He comes back in an hour, and he's like, you haven't moved. I was like, yeah, I know this. And then I waited another 3 hours to get the signature. And
there.
my left toe went numb for almost 3 months. I'm not even joking. My left toe went numb, and it didn't
The
fix
sacrifices
itself
we make.
for nearly 3 months. And I said, next time, if I have to pay for a signature, I'm paying someone to line up for me. I'm not doing it again. I
When
have
you
things to do.
I
Kevin
made a
East-
$5 donation for one of my signatures. I'm gonna go grab that off the wall and show it here.
Kevin Eastman came to Baltimore Comic Con and he was given, everyone got one for free. It was the next one that you had to pay for. It was like $20.
But he's also very chatty. Yeah? Like Kevin Eastman likes to chat, so that's why it took
super
so long.
chatty.
He would chat to everyone, which delays everything. Like, and some people were there with like 20 things to sign. It's like, man, think of us back here who've been waiting for 4 hours.
There's some people, and they are, I don't know if they have them in Australia, comicbooksketchart.com. They go to a lot of conventions here in the States, and they're the worst. I remember I was in Tom King's line getting him to sign some Batman 50 stuff. And I like Tom King. Him and I have a lot in common. We live locally to each other. And
he's a funny guy. Tom King's actually a real funny guy.
He is. And I was chatting with him for probably 10 seconds. And the comicbooksketchart.com people that were there representing him told me, like, you got to stop talking. We got to keep, like, all I said was good morning. Like, I didn't even, like, we didn't even have the conversation yet. You're already like, yeah, let's go. Even Tom King was frustrated. He's like, listen, like, these people came to see me, like, not you.
Tony, I want to see that Dark Horse Presents book, mate. You got that right over your left shoulder there. Right, second from the top on the right. Yep. Let me see that.
This is the first appearance of Aliens and Predator. This is their first book together.
Have you seen my Aliens Nerf gun?
I have. Speaking of aliens, if you are a huge Alien and Predator fan, Jimmy Lee on YouTube. Holy cow. This guy has screen used props. This guy's collection is
Jimmy Lee.
Absolutely insane. Jimmy Lee. You can tell when, because he's got like the Predator font on his YouTube channel. Like, holy cow. He was on my channel a couple times. It's insane. This guy.
How do you spell Jimmy? Is it just J-I-M-M-Y, or how do I spell Jimmy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Jimmy Lee.
Oh, there is Jimmy Lee. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Mystery Predator comic book haul.
Oh yeah, this guy's collection of just Alien and
Predator. I mean,
stuff.
like, it's been like a big revival for Aliens and Predator for me because Prey came out last year, and I loved Prey so much. It got me on.
Prey was so good. I'm getting this guy signed in a couple months. Nice. I'm gonna crack it and slab it, or sign it and then slab it again.
Who's gonna sign that Predator?
I'm sending that to Sam De La Rosa. Well, actually, he's coming. I'm not sending it anywhere, but he's coming here. I'm going to get him to sign it because he did the artwork. Yeah, he did the interiors. So give him to sign that one.
Can I show off one more sign thing?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Because he reminded me with personal collection things and then paying for things. I paid $5 for the book from him, and then I made a $5 donation because he was in ill health at the only convention I've ever gone to in a tiny hotel. Second appearance writer.
Oh,
Written by Gary Friedrich. Anybody know what this is?
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Most people haven't. You see, it's a synopsis. It's a copy of the first page synopsis for Marvel Spotlight 5. And those
Very
are
cool.
2 new Plug drawings that are on the copy here. Everybody know the story of how Marvel sued Gary Friedrich for profiting off of Ghost Rider?
Oh, no, I hadn't
This is
heard
why
that.
they sued him. $19,000 over this piece of paper right here. This was only passed out at 3 conventions. I was at one of them.
Wow.
And
That's
Marvel
amazing.
sued him for $19,000. Those are 2 original Mike Plug updated drawings. And that's stuff signed by Gary Friedrich. So basically, I gave Gary Friedrich $10 for this stuff.
Claim sale. What are we starting the bid at?
And again, it's signed to me, but you know, all that is authentication that came from my library.
You want to talk about personalization horror stories? Who is it? I forget who it was. Tim Seeley, I think. I was getting to sign something, and he's like, "I'll personalize it for free, and I'll sign it. But if you don't want to personalize, it's like something crazy, like $75."
Well, yeah, because they don't want you dumping it off.
And I was like, "Fine,
Personalized-
personalize it." You know, I told him my name's Tony, and he's like, "To Tim," and he writes on.
Yeah.
I was like, "What? You
There's-
didn't get my name right."
It cost a lot. This, I doubt I'm ever going to come off of anyway, but this right here's
Yeah, that's cool.
see another one. There may
That's
be he's out in circulation.
That's beautiful.
You won't see him, but that's he tried to claim the copyright. Marvel sued him. There's his copyright down there. This is the lawsuit paper. So
Nice.
and I've only ever gone to one convention, and it was that little Holiday Inn hotel one. So all the other,
And you found that there.
I got this off Gary Friedrich. I got this off of him. This
Dang.
came from Gary Friedrich. This book came from Gary Friedrich. Yeah, that's from Gary Friedrich himself.
Nice.
So, and he didn't want to ask for money, or wasn't charging for signatures, but I made a donation. So, you know, when it comes to donating, money's changed hands. But other than that, I've nickel and dime. You know, I bought some signatures from, you know, on whatever, some of the Dynamic Forces ones. But any personalized signatures I got, it's just from talking to the people. And I've got more telephone numbers and addresses. I got to watch what corner I turn because half these boxes have people's addresses on it. We got any hockey fans here? I got Wayne Gretzky's home address.
Let's go.
I know Wayne.
Pass it out.
Call him up.
I literally can, but I won't.
No kidding.
But yeah, that's one of my cool things I showed off. Sometimes I'll show off the envelope when I cover up his address. Like I'll cover up his street address, but
Yeah.
you know, he's in California. So that's some of my stuff. Again, go look at some of my old videos. You'll see.
Is that the alien? Oh yeah.
Simon
there you go.
showing off his
That's
guns.
the gun. You brought a gun into Australia.
Oh man.
Okay, so did you solve the sound problem you didn't like about the shooting?
No, the sound is shit, but it's still cool. Like every time you reload, see the counter, and you can change this. So I can change this up to like 99 if I want. Like,
But they only give you 10.
Yeah, they only give you 10 bullets. So the thing is, when this counter goes down to 0, the sound changes to like a clicking hammer. Can we get there? So see how the
Are you
sound
going to get
changes?
that one custom painted?
Do it.
I'm thinking, yeah. So I probably will. I like the way it looks. I think it looks cool. Like for a Nerf gun, like it's based on the power loader, obviously, rather than the actual gun. But I think it's probably a good idea to get it modified. I think it'll look cool.
So if you're an Alien fan, you'd appreciate this. This is a piece of Alien history that's screwed up. This is screwed up Alien history. So this is
Alright.
Dark Horse Presents 24. In the description,
First aliens.
You're right. It says it's First Aliens, but it's not First Aliens.
Yeah,
This
it is.
came out. It is not. This came out in November of 1988.
Okay, so what's the first alien?
The Alien came out in May 1988, several months before this was even printed.
In what?
In which book?
in Aliens, in the solo series
Oh,
Aliens.
of course,
Came out in May.
Yeah, 'cause I've been
This
watching
came out
that
in
book.
November.
I've been trying to get that book. I tried
Yep.
to read that book recently, and it was a tough read.
So
I couldn't get through it.
I was asking CBCS, like, hey, why does this say first alien in title and origin? Because it's not. Aliens is the first alien, and they don't know why either. They just whatever the system is they use, but somewhere someone screwed up long time ago, and it's taken a long time for them because now that
here's the problem with the grading services. It's like they don't actually go and put what the book is unless you tell them what the book is. So
yeah,
I've got like this book that got sent off to CGC that was a 1 in 100 ratio. It should say that it's a 1 in 100 ratio, right? It should say that. It does
I
not
agree.
say that.
For ratio variance, that'd be nice. That'd be
Why?
Nice
Still
why would
confused
I have to
because
tell you
I
that?
swear that 6 months before.
Why wouldn't they do the research to be able to put that on the label? It just doesn't make sense to me.
That's why I'm not changing it. If I were to resubmit this, I've seen people submit this now, and it doesn't say first alien in title anymore.
Man, if I was at CGC with his gun, I'd just be like,
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it just because it's wrong. Now, if you look at some of the actual aliens that are getting submitted now, it's corrected.
I think that's really cool.
Aliens one by Dark Horse came out before that.
Yes, like 6 months before this.
You're sure it's not 6 months after that?
Well, I thought the first appearance was the actual first, like issue 1 of Aliens. I thought
issue
that was
1 in Aliens came out in May of 1988. This came out in November of 1988.
I think collecting error CGC labels is cool. So there was a book I was watching for a while. It was do you know it's Mirror issue 1? Mirror from Aquaman. Mirror issue 1 is the Art Germ cover, right? Yes. I was watching a foil version of that, 9.8. But on the label, it said Josh Middleton cover, and I was like, "That's
I've seen that
a Josh Middleton." And I didn't buy it. I'm pissed off. I thought it was cool. Like I wouldn't get that changed. I think it's a cool thing to have that error on there. You know,
errors are cool. I don't collect errors, but if I see one for a decent price, I'll snag it. But I tried to break 500 total signatures. Or books, I mean, try to break 500 total books last year, but I missed it by 25. So now I'm only at 475 total books.
Get him off here.
Total signatures, I have well over 1,000 total signatures.
Wow.
And I thought I had a lot. Boy, there's a gentleman on Instagram, the Signature Slayer, part of the Stash Bros. That guy is like 1,500 total books. That guy's insane.
How many comics are in 2 short box?
300.
So I got 300. Most of them multiples. I probably got 1,000 comic related signatures.
May 1988. So the slab is wrong, which is good. It's an error that no one bothered to correct until Aliens got really popular again.
I've probably got more than 1,000 music industry signatures, probably more than 1,000.
I have a really funny signature. It's somewhere over here. Story behind it. Do you guys know who Katrina Law is?
Yeah, from wasn't she on Arrow?
She was on Arrow,
Played,
and she was
Nessa
also
Al
on
Ghul.
Spartacus. Yes, she was Nessa Al Ghul. So she signed this cool badge, this Star City badge for me. It's just a police badge replica. And this is what I want to get signed. My good friend decides he was going to go online and find her when she was, because she's a model too, when she was just starting out modeling. And she is like, he found this picture where she wasn't completely nude, but it was just like toe in the line, printed that out on canvas, took it in for her to get signed. And when he handed it to her, she was like, just like making eye contact and just signing stuff. And like mid signature, she looks at it and she's like, "Where did you find this?" He's like, "Oh, I just went on Google and found like, the coolest one." And she's like, "I didn't even know this was print like online." And he found it.
Send me the picture on Instagram later, Tony.
Oh man, it is.
Add some lotion.
Add some lotion. He did the same thing with the White Canary, or the what the heck is her name? She was like the main person on Legends of Tomorrow. I can't remember the actress's name, but he did the same thing to her too. And I stopped going to conventions with that guy because that's all he does.
Yeah, because he's a fucking perv.
But it's funny. Just, I mean, they're cool with it. They sign it. It's not like they're nude or whatever. It's part of their portfolio, but it's just funny to see their reactions.
Yeah, she played Sarah Lance, right?
Sarah Lance. Yes, Sarah Lance. You're right. Man, I miss that show, but yeah, I've got quite a number of signatures, and I got a lot more that I need to get signed this year. A lot of them I'm looking forward to.
Like who?
Sam De La Rosa for Predator. Jerry Ordway. Simonsons are always nice. Pretty much anyone who goes to Baltimore, I get a signature from. One person that I met this year, Jim Chung. Nice guy, but I feel like his signatures are overpriced at $25 a piece. And he does some nice work. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I mean.
So when you go to the conventions, right, how long are you spending in line to get each signature?
Seconds.
Really?
Yeah, because I have a process. I print the map out and I map where everyone's at. And I can kind of tell. I've gotten to the point now where I've met everyone many times. I know what the line is going to look like. Like, if I'm not first in line for someone like, say, Tom King, forget it. I'm not going to get it because his line's going to go out the door and around the block fast. But yeah, if I pull up to someone and there's more than 5 people, I'll skip them, go to the next one, I'll come back. Or I'll keep checking on them if the line gets out of.
I remember the first time I went and got a book signed, right? So this is like early. This is only like a few years back when I first started collecting comics. Nick Spencer was going to be at one of the Comic Cons. I was like, oh, cool. I know Nick Spencer. He writes Spider-Man. I'm going to get my issue 1 of Spider-Man signed by Nick Spencer. So I get there and he's at the table and there's no one. There's literally not a single person in line for him. So I walk straight up to him, right? And get my book signed. And right next to him was Tom Taylor on another table next to him.
Your friend?
And I was like, who's this guy? I didn't know who Tom Taylor was at the time because literally when I first got, I was like, who's this guy? He had a line. He had a line of maybe 20 to 30 people. It wasn't a massive line, but it was a decent line considering Nick Spence had 0. So I was like, who is this guy? And I had no idea, right? And then I got home that day and I learned who Tom Taylor was. So the next con I went to, I went up to Tom and I got him to sign one of my books. And I told him that story, not that he cared. But then the craziest thing is, so I met Tom, got him to sign a book, and then 4 days later, he walked into my work. Like, he was in my work, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, is that Tom Taylor? I wasn't positive, though, because I'd only met him once. So, is that Tom Taylor? And he's standing there, and I'm staring at him. And he's like, are you okay? And I was like, do you need help? So I sold him an iPad.
You want to buy a printer?
I didn't know for sure if it was him, right? So he was asking me about an iPad, and I was pretty sure it was him, but I wasn't positive. And he wanted to look at the iPad, the big one, the 12.9 inch, and I was like, we don't have it on display.
Pro, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we don't have it on display, but other stores might. And he goes, oh, I might just go to another store and have a look then. I was like, oh, he was about to walk, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I can at least answer some questions for you, man. Like, what are you using it for, man? What do you do? And he goes, I write comic books. I was like, yeah, you do, man. You just signed my book the other day. And I fully fanboyed out. I asked him for a selfie. And now we're best friends. Besties.
No, you're not. You don't. No, you're not.
Every time, no, he knows me now, right? Because for the first couple of times I'd see him after that, I'd be like, iPad guy. And he'd be like, yeah, I remember, man. I remember. But then I started interviewing him. So since I interview him at the cons all the time now, he knows me. So it's good.
Simon, you realize when he sees you walk in, he goes, oh, that fucking kid with the iPad guy.
He said to me last interview, he said, I actually need to upgrade that iPad. And I was like, you know who to come see, mate? You know who to come see.
I'd ask like, hey, do you know Simon? He said, yeah, he's not allowed within 500 yards of me. If he's here, he's got to go.
I got the paperwork to show it.
Hey, Tony, you got a YouTube channel, right?
I do, yeah.
I need to sub you up after this.
It's all
So, do
signatures.
you only collect newer signatures, or do you like old stuff? Or
Old stuff, new stuff. I like all of it.
Simon,
So, like,
would you like to see something Heritage Auctions is currently trying to pry out of my hands?
what is that?
When I go back upstairs, I'm gonna pull one more thing out.
Go for it. This is the only Marvel book that I have signed, and it's the new.
Hey, is that the
Aliens.
current Aliens or was that the previous volume?
Current?
I literally was just watching. So, no, because so there's Aliens rebooted like issue 1 like a year or so ago, and then there's a new one, and I'm trying to get the first issue for that, and I'm not sure if it's that issue or another one.
Don't tell me that, Simon, because I'll try to find it and send it to you.
What's up, CM?
Well, you can if you want. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Lee Weeks.
That's a nice
Very
signature.
cool.
It looks good. That signature.
Okay, Simon, send Kyle his information, Tony's information.
As in, you
I'll
want
get
got a
it.
great
Put it in
question
the link
there.
or whatever. I'll get to it.
Ken Heisner.
I had no idea that Tony changed his. Did you change your channel name?
Is that
as well,
a
Yep.
scout
Now I'm
killer?
officially the Signature King on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
So impress the shit out of me. Who on this panel knows who the hell Sheldon Mayer is?
I do, just because I want to impress you. I don't. I'm lying like a bastard.
So I'm guessing everybody here would know who Carmine Infantino is.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
I know the name. Yeah.
So Sheldon Mayer was a part of DC and All American Comics before they were DC and All American Comics. He helped create Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, The Flash. He helped create all that. He was the original editor. He was actually the editor of Action Comics 1.
Very cool.
So just so you know the name.
Speaking of Boss Logic, I know we were talking about him earlier.
Oh, that's much more visible than my signature.
So one thing I just started doing was like getting really picky about the type of ink I want a color on my comic. So this is kind of like a test run. So this is Ron Mars and Brandon Peterson, and I also have the Page Puncher version. So if you're familiar with Page Puncher,
So I don't understand the type of ink you want on your book.
So a good example. This is just regular Sharpie on black.
All
You
right.
can see it. It's fine. It's okay. It just doesn't like
Sharpie on black isn't very good or smart,
Yes.
is it though?
No, but this is. I mean, technically, it's made by Sharpie, but this is what
Paint
they call
pen.
their metallic colors.
Hmm.
So when you look at it in the light, you can't really do it over the screen. But when you look at it in light, it looks like it's like embroidered in gold. It's got like a not a texture, but
Yeah,
it
but
just like
The problem with
reflects the
those
light
ones
a
is
little better.
you gotta let those ones dry before you put it back in the bag.
So you're a big DC guy, Tony?
Yes.
So is the ink more important than the signature?
No. I think the signature is more important than the ink. I just started to work on presentation a little bit more. The signature is what matters. It doesn't matter what the color is. Now, like for example, I just had it. Like Neil Adams, for example, decided you can barely see it, but it's right here.
Exactly.
He wrote Neil Adams in black on top of black.
Right.
Yeah. So I just started to nitpick a little bit more about
Tony, who's
color.
autographed your tits, and have you had any of them tattooed?
How many? What?
Who's autographed your tits, and how many of them have you had tattooed?
Nobody and none. I have no tits.
Come on, Kyle. Whose signatures you got tattooed on your body?
My wife.
There you go, baby.
Not her signature, but her name in
There you go,
Chinese.
baby.
Fish
Well,
cat,
I
you are correct.
somebody else, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah. That's another time.
So if you bought the Page Puncher toy, you got this book, which is just a reprint of this one.
Right.
Come on, honey, gonna go get her.
So I was like, okay, I'll just get them both.
Puppy gonna go get her. Oh no, can't go get her.
I've never been a big signature guy. I've got a few Dan Jurgens because that was like the era where I got into comics and
Oh man,
the stories that just meant a lot to me. And so I've got one George Perez, and I've got the only celebrity signatures I have is this Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. That Comic Fu AOK to me.
Hey Russ,
Oh,
if you
right,
want
right.
another celebrity, I'll send you my signature on an index card, and I'll send it to you.
All right. Well,
Hey, Russ.
yeah, I was a huge
Russ, you
fan
forgot-
of the '90s. The '90s
Russ, you
show.
forgot you've got a Tom Taylor signature as well, Russ. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. I got a Tom Taylor that Simon sent me.
Ah, my
Are you
friend.
I've
guys?
never been real huge into signatures on books. There's some signatures I just don't like the look of. Like, I hate the way that Chris Claremont signs over the titles.
But the idea is that
always
you have his
just didn't like the look of
signature.
that.
It's not the idea of where it is.
Well,
And it,
because I like the book to look
all right. So why
good
don't
with
you?
the
Why don't you?
signatures.
Okay. So
But
next
there's certain
time, cut
signatures
the
I just
window
don't like
out.
the placement of.
Cut the window in the bag, and
Well, say I've never done that. I've
Well-
never stood in line for a signature. The signatures I have, I've either bought
oh,
off
okay.
eBay or they've been AOK.
Yeah, and
I've
Chris
never
has
actually
no
met
interest whatsoever.
anybody
Chris
in
has,
person.
yeah, Chris has no interest whatsoever to ever sign over anybody's
Yeah.
art. That's why he signs over the.
Now I do. I have a John Byrne signature on the inside of a Superman 1 that I got AOK too.
Oh yeah.
So, are you guys cartoon fans? Anybody a fan of Naruto?
Yeah.
I've never seen Naruto.
Who's a fan of Naruto? Okay. Well, voice of Rock Lee, my buddy Brian Donovan. So that's one of Brian's old 8x10s, but that's the voice of Rock Lee on Naruto. So another odd signature. But all right, Tony. Let's see if I can blow your mind with this one.
Dude, you've been blowing my mind all night. Don't even say it like you haven't done it yet.
Okay, I got one more. Then I got to call it a night here.
All right.
No, we
Who
should
said
probably
that?
wrap it soon, Russ. It's been pretty long.
Yeah.
So this
We
is
were
the
working on
Superman
3.5
gallery.
hours.
This is the Superman gallery. So
Oh,
it's
that's
like
cool.
Yeah.
all different types of Superman artwork. It's not like a story or anything. And each page is a different artist. And let's see if I can. Some in here I'm not going to be able to get, like Joe Shuster. But I started to collect people who did the artwork. So here we have Tom Gromit, Mike Zeck.
I'd like to get a Clayton Crane signature, Fish Cat.
Brett Breeding. Oh man, lots of ones in here. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. He'll be back this year. I'm getting him again. This Splash by Jerry Ordway. So this whole book is just filled with just artwork and signatures. One of my favorites is this Jim Steranko at the end.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, I forgot. I have a Kurt Swan signature on a book that I got from Silverhead Bronze Age Babe.
Very cool.
Well, yeah, Slim
Hey,
Comics
Kyle,
does
what are you
have-
going to do to me?
Well, you young guys probably don't know what Bloom County is. You know?
Yes, I do.
There's a Brooke Breathed did for me.
Oh wow!
I drew.
Well, but
What was the cat? What was the cat from Blue County?
Bill the cat.
Yes,
So
I did a mural of him. I was going to school. I was going to electronics school, and they had the old wooden desks. I drew a mural of him with the cat on my desk. It was totally beautiful. It was.
Let's see. I got to dig that out. That's probably going to Roscoe. That one I got to keep in mind going to Roscoe, but I'll figure that out. There's my Dave Dorman Darth Vader up on the wall back there. You can see it. It's up in that top corner.
Dude, you have a history upon your own.
Dorman did that.
Kill the cat. That was exactly what it was.
Yeah. Dorman did that Darth Vader on the comic backing board. But if you ever Hero Clicks, Here's the original pencil rough art for Hippolyta, Wonder
Oh
Mom.
man.
And here's the original pencil rough for the Batman figure out of Hero Clicks.
Nice.
So,
Very cool.
but speaking of art, because I got this in with rough art, so I got tons of Bloom County signatures back there that I ain't gonna fish up right now, but get through some of this. See, this came from the London Museum. This is a bound volume of every issue of Funny Wonder from 1925.
Okay, so can I ask you a question, Kyle? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
This is from the London Museum. How did you get stuff from out of a museum?
They got rid of it. Somebody I knew got it, and then I got it.
You ever see the movie
you ever
Ocean's
seen,
11? That's how we got it.
I was going to say Hudson Hawk.
Mission Impossible style.
Well, if we can sing a song while we're doing the lift, then yeah.
Have a cappuccino.
All right. So,
I got a
DC
jet there, gents. I got a kid out of bed.
Kyle's a secret agent. I just want to tell you right now, he's 00 something or other.
Who's got to go? Who's got to go?
I gotta go. I got a kid.
Oh
who's out of
man,
bed.
I was just pulling this out just for you.
All right. You got
I'll hang out
anything
for
you
1
want to promote
second.
right quick, Tom?
2 seconds. So you know what this is? The DC Treasury of the Bible.
Right.
Very cool.
There's Sheldon Mayer, Carmine Infantino, and then they had Nestor Redondo. Just so you know, how many people you know have a mailing envelope from the early 70s from Carmine Infantino? And what was in that was all the original pencil roughs to that entire issue. And there's a letter right there on top from Shelley to Carmine. There's signatures all over stuff. This is all 60 pages of the original rough art. Needless to say, Heritage wants this off of me. But what's even more unique than the pencil art and the fact that I have all of it, here's all the in-house photo stats with all Carmine.
Jeez.
So Carmine's handwriting's all over this thing. So, yeah. That's something else. Heritage Auctions wants this off me pretty bad, but
Yeah, you don't give it to them. You should just give it to me.
But yeah, that's everything but the rough for the cover by Kubert. And people are like, well, the artist was Nestor Redondo. He's an up and comer at the time. He was nothing important. Sheldon
All right, I
Mayer.
got a jet. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me, Russ. Appreciate it.
Peace, Tony.
Thanks for hanging out.
So, all right, without pulling this out though, but yeah, there's Dear Carmine, Love Shelley, and there's a note in there. There's all the original pencil roughs to that entire issue. A guy whose name is in Action Comics #1, All American 16, Flash Comics #1. And there's 60 pages of rough art, 60 pages of in-house photo stats, old school photo stats, the original mailing envelope. It's the guy at Heritage Auctions basically said we don't even know that because that's easily the oldest intact complete piece that he has.
Kyle, do you mind if I touch myself tonight? Because that's freaking awesome.
So, yeah. So that's a little bit of comic book history. And yeah. So, stuff. Yeah, I got some stuff. I need to put this puck back up. There's a precursor to comic books.
Dude, you got more than stuff there. You got the
1889. This is where comic
aliens Nerf gun though.
I do have
Alien
that.
Nerf gun's the best thing.
No.
I'm leaving the comic book community, man. You guys don't even know. I'm leaving the comic book community, old wolf. I'm going to the Nerf community.
Again, comic book precursors, December 13th, 1913.
You're
Here's a whole
leaving.
bunch of 8-pagers. So, yeah, I have some comic book related stuff. So, but yeah, the expected value on that is anywhere from that individual piece is anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 or more. They don't know because individual pages go $200.
Can I be in your will?
People ask that a lot, or if I, because like my grandnephew last year, for Christmas, he had a half box of short comics, and my older brother got me into comics, but my grandnephew liked comic books, and we're going to get him comic books for Christmas, and I thought I don't have to get them for him. I got 10,000 comic books behind me.
Right.
So I talked to my wife, and I said, he's got a half a so let's fill out the short box. I'll give him a half short box comics. Sat there for about 5 minutes and went, that's not enough. Let's give him a short box. Well, that's not enough. Let's give him 2 short boxes. Well, that's not enough. I'll give him 2 long boxes.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, that's not enough. I gave him 4 long boxes. I wanted to give him more than 1,000 that had stuff, Devil 3 in it, the Spider-Man, Superman treasury and stuff like that. So, but I gave him like 1,000 comic books this time last year.
Oh.
So I just gave them away.
Dude, that's not a house. That's a museum. I've seen that all night, and it's true. It is.
I'm a medically retired social worker. I've never been rich, never wanted to be rich, still don't want to be rich, even though I'm half dead. I've done this all on a shoestring budget.
Would you like to be rich, Russ?
So, I mean, I used to make a lot of, like, I'd get palmed hundreds of dollars when I worked with bands and stuff, because they're like, well, you're going to get something, here's $500. But, like, I said no to a $10,000 4-day weekend working with the Kings of Leon. Chicago. I'm like, I'm not going up and doing that and taking 10 grand from you for 4 days of scratching my ass around 100,000 people. So, but yeah, I'm a medically retired social worker. So that's all I am. That's all I'll ever be.
Am I supposed to tell him to show his dolphins?
Oh, that's a damn joke. I have a dolphin tattoo of a dolphin jumping my dick. Yeah.
Is it on your dick?
No, it's on my pelvis. Technically, it's jumping my dick, but it's a top joke.
Well, Captain wants to see it.
Yeah, Captain's seen my dolphin. Captain's an old.
Wait, hold on.
Here's the only tattoo.
Captain, wait, whoa. My captain has seen your dolphin, but you're not gonna show me.
So I'm not gonna stand up like I'm about to show my dick on here with a bunch of guys. But
that's when the show ends.
That's my wife's name. That's my current wife's name in Chinese. Des,
which is
Des, D-E-S, in Mandarin Chinese. But I got that when I was married to somebody else, and I got it in Chinese because she was too stupid to know that the girl that broke my heart be the love of my life. And I told her this meant like faith, hope, and charity. And there's a story that goes with that. But I got with my wife 20 years later. It's like, hey, I've had your name tattooed on me since the 80s. So, yeah, there's my goofy fun story. But
okay, Captain, I tried to show him his dolphin. He won't show his dolphin.
Nobody wants to see half my dick, for fuck's sake.
Maybe we should just end the show with Russ's feet. We'll end the show with your feet, Russ. How about that?
Look, I don't know. Here
we go. Oh!
There's my pink dolphin kind of hip jumping my dick. There you go, Cap.
There you go, Cap. That's why you're my captain.
Oh, Captain.
What do you think, Russ? Do you think it's time to end this one?
I think so, man.
So there you go. I see the shamrock on my ass. You got to watch Comic Journey's channel the other night.
Oh, you showed it there?
Yeah. I was walking back towards my stove, and they were like, show us more. So I showed part of my ass to show off my tattoo. So,
were you drinking at the time?
I pretty much don't drink. What I drank tonight on this is probably the most I've drank in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I've been cancer treatments, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, drinking.
More in the last
I forgot to take up
that. Yeah.
I'll take that Ghost Rider up later. Well, sorry to hijack so much of the show.
Oh, no, it's awesome
good,
having
mate.
you on, man.
Dude,
So good.
you didn't hijack. You educated us all.
It
Because
wouldn't have been 3 hours and 40 minutes without all your awesomeness in your
Well,
piece.
that's why I said if you want this to go on another hour,
We went on for
Yeah,
another
that was
3
like
hours.
epic, man.
that's some of my stuff. That's just part of some of my boxes. So everybody keeps saying, "Oh, showing off too much of your stuff on these things." Well, no, I ain't, because there's boxes I didn't even touch up there.
hey, so Kyle, if you're up on the 15th between 1 and 7 in the morning,
Which is a damn good possibility.
hey, you can show me everything in your house, even your even your shamrock, if you wanted to.
No, it would take weeks. It would really take weeks.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because Simon's blowing me off because of some Christmas party.
Hey, I could still be there, man. I don't know what's going on. All right, I was planning on being on your show, and then things happen. So we'll see. I think I got a feeling. I got a good feeling now, since they haven't announced anything properly for our Christmas party. It could very well happen later. So it's all good.
Well,
anyway, Russ, what do you reckon?
I've got
We reckon we
60
end this
short
one?
boxes, 4 magazine boxes, 12 tubs of stuff, and tons of boxes of memorabilia, just random boxes around me. So, yeah, it would take a little while.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna wrap it up here. Does
I'll hang
Kyle,
out backstage for a bit.
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
got anything on your channel you need to promote or anything?
Who are you talking to?
Kyle.
Well, me and K-pop were supposed to do part 4 of our porn and have it out for the first part of the year, but that ain't happened yet. But I do my usual Tuesday and Wednesday shit with Gray Man. I got comics I picked up at the dollar store, at the half price books. Kids all got me gift cards. I keep telling them don't get me shit, but they're like, well, we'll get you gift cards. So I don't need more comics and shit. I need to let it go. So,
yeah.
But I've always had too much stuff and too many stories. Just don't pull my fucking string. If you let me on a chat, just don't pull my string. Tell me to shut the fuck up and hide in the back.
No, man, it's just awesome hearing all that stuff about like the comics from the Platinum Age and Victorian
And
Age.
it didn't even come up that I fucked Madonna before. So there you go.
You did what to Madonna?
The story hadn't even come up that I fucked before.
Hey, I got a 24-hour friggin' show coming up
We
next
can
week.
hear
You
about
tell
it
me all
on the
about
show
that.
next week.
I am not going to go on a kids' pediatric cancer show and talk about
Hey,
Madonna.
Kyle, if it makes money for pediatric cancer, yeah, I have no problem with you telling me that.
Put people off if people hear that, because people are disappointed to hear Madonna. Really, that was 90% an act. She's like a prude little house bluff, like my wife is now. Just I'll touch your box. Yeah, send me crabby. Yeah, people want a lot of stuff, but yeah, I got stories for days. But I'm an old Marine. I'm an old shit talker. Maybe it's all just bullshit, but every time I try and prove it's bullshit, then I have pictures, videos, and there's proof of YouTube on some of this shit. So
hey, so far so good. You proved everything today.
So I've bodyguarded presidents before they were presidents, after they were presidents. Yeah, I told George Bush I was going to punch him in the fucking mouth. I bodyguarded Barack Obama when he was running for president. So I got some stories. Or my Bud Girls story that CJ loves to talk about so much. That I had a 5-way of the Bud Girls on the Indy 500 right outside the track, and I had a 5-way with 4 of them. Or with 3 of them. Yeah. 5-way with 4 of them.
Oh, Wolf, what you got coming up?
So, yeah. I don't know. I can't even keep track of it. I have to dig out the pictures to even remember the time frame.
Dude, he's gonna make me dream tonight.
We go. Wolf. 24 hours next week.
Okay, so I still have my train wreck on Thursday, so 7 p.m. That unless I really can't do it, it's going to happen all the time. And then on the 14th, I'm doing my 24-hour, 7 a.m. I'm doing my 7, and Kyle's going to be on there. Hey, Russ, you want to be on there?
My brother's birthday is on the 14th, but I'll be available like later that evening.
Oh, get on the TV.
So you're not going to bed between 1 and 7 in the morning on the 15th then?
Most of the morning on the 15th, the 14th, I'll be busy. But on like,
no, I said the 15th.
Anytime in the afternoon, I'll be
available. No, I said the 15th, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, the 5th, chances are I'll be awake.
Yeah, no, the 15th you're going to be awake.
Playing video games.
Yeah, exactly. Play video games on my channel. I'm okay. So start on the 14th at 7. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to stay up all the 24 hours for a pediatric brain cancer. Huh?
All for a good cause. Very good.
Okay. All for a good cause. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour show.
Do I sound like that when I do this? Do I sound like that?
No.
I don't know. What do I sound like?
You sound like you're really close to the mic. I sound like this mic.
You're really close to the mic. Yeah, no,
Anyway.
You sound awesome. You sound totally awesome.
Let's wrap that up, Russ, because I'm so drunk and I need to eat something real bad.
Hey, Russ, I got to tell you how brilliant your little shorts live that ran for hours was.
Oh yeah, I did like 12 hours of.
Yeah, I thought you were on for 12
I was
hours.
in the chat. I was watching in the chat and I was like seeing people's comments. I was like, you guys are idiots.
Girl.
I literally thought you were there for 12 hours.
Hilarious.
That was a great
Wondering
idea.
why he wasn't responding to the chat for 12 hours.
Simon, you got anything?
Tomorrow night, so it'll be Monday morning. Wait, tomorrow night? Yeah, so it'll be Monday morning for the US. I've got Collectible Show and Tell. I got Think Geek Theory, and I got Matt and Andrew from Keep On Collecting. So I've got a whole bunch of Aussies coming on. Normally I do it in the morning, so it's nighttime for you guys, but it's going to be in the morning for you guys. So I'm sure no one will watch it because you guys will all be going to work and shit. But I got Collectible Show and Tell Monday morning for the US, Monday night here in the Australia, and I'm going to have it's going to be a cool show. And hopefully it will tip the iceberg over 4,000 hours. That's what I'm hoping.
Awesome,
I drank too much in the stream tonight, Russ. So let's.
No, you haven't.
Well,
I mean,
this puts me past my free StreamYard hours. So episode 51 of Simply Super might have to be on your channel, Simon.
Okay. All right, mate.
Oh, now Perry's. I'm back.
Yeah, Perry's back. Just to see us go. You may Perry, trust me, watch the replay because Carl showed some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Old Wolf was amazed by all that crazy shit. Me and Russ kind of just sat here and watched. It was a good time.
Amazement.
So, and I tell you what, don't make cocktails with flat soft drink. That's my.
Hey Perry, I love you,
anyway,
man.
Yeah.
We all love Perry. He's the reason why I found the comic book community. Quick, yeah. Russ, wrap it up before we can't do it, and these guys keep talking.
My channel, I've got more gameplay streams coming.
Perry, if you're gonna be on,
I've got more live streams coming but I might have to do my live stream straight through YouTube because I'm out of free StreamYard hours. But
I don't understand that. What does that mean?
You only get
if you don't pay for it, you only get 20 hours a month.
Yeah. So they only give you 20 free hours every month for StreamYard unless you pay for it.
Mona Lisa real in his garage. There you go.
You want to hop on mine because I'm paying for it.
Maybe we'll see. Apparently, Sarah messaged me and was like, "Can you do the dishes?" So maybe I'll do the dishes while I'm on the stream.
Okay, so I'm gonna start a new stream, and you can do dishes. And
I need to eat something. I need to eat something real bad. So
I
Okay,
need
so
to
I'm
take a
going to bed.
shit, so I'm done for the
Yeah, I
night.
got
got
trash.
Hey, Kyle, this is I love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One, because you said you would help us out on my 24-hour.
Yeah.
Two, you got a museum there, and I'm like in total awe of everything you flipped out. Coins, the books, to friggin' signatures, to friggin' albums, everything. You realize you don't realize what you have. It's awesome.
Just a bunch of stuff.
Very
I'm-
good. And Old Wolf can continue.
No,
Admiring
I
on
need to
his
go to
channel.
bed because it's almost 12 o'clock and I've been up for really.
Let's can this one, Russ. It was a great 50th. Congratulations, Russ. We did it. We did 50 episodes.
Sorry I
Halfway to
crashed so
100.
much at 50 for
Oh,
you.
that's awesome,
so-
man. I appreciate
And,
everybody that came on and hung out, and everybody that hung out in the chat.
All right, now we all got to show our titties before we
And,
go off.
No,
Anybody
No
that watches
more-
in the replay,
Titties. Titties out. Titties out.
no more
Titties,
invites until episode 100.
titties
Yeah.
out. Now, Katie, the gauntlet's been thrown down, so.
and anybody that wants to like put this on loop because I need the watch hours, that would be
Yeah,
appreciated.
it was a good one.
And
I
anybody
think
who wants
this
to
is a
watch
good-
my friggin' 24-hour, it's next week on the 14th,
January
starting at 7
14th.
o'clock.
No one
You are
cares about
there's
this.
absolutely in
K-pop.
New York, aren't you, Wolf?
Huh?
You're in New York, aren't you?
Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to make that flub. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Red
well-
Sox, Yankees, don't freaking do that. You can't do that.
why did you end
Chris.
it like that for you?
Hit
That's
the end
why
stream,
we
Russ. Quick,
here.
quick, Russ.
Do we show the right nut or the left nut for Jackson? I'll show
Peace,
my right
guys.
nut. For
Right now? Okay, hold on.
It's over.
Bye.